The spring cultivation, yay! It's time to play the Princess Maker. I'm super excited because they said that they're gonna put in the mini game that we saw in the teasers and the trailers, and like, I don't know, I like that kind of thing because I played Volcano Princess with my Musume. I'm excited to do that with Shichun. Yippee! I really like that this is also like the kind of like image that we get at the front, and then like the light-hearted music. I don't know if I should be expecting like something really dark to happen, but then I'm going into this expecting like a light-hearted, fun intervallo, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Only one way to really find out is to go in. So, without further ado, spring cultivation, let us begin. I had to remind myself not to make modules before the start of the stream because I would have screwed myself over as usual. 12 stages. Okay. So we're probably gonna be doing the first half today and then the second half tomorrow. So yeah, let's see it. Let's go as far as we can, yeah. The family hierarch's proof. Ah yes. I actually haven't been able to use him yet. I literally just finished leveling him before this stream, so so I'm probably gonna mess that all up. The hall was chill with a tense air, and those present all sat in complete silence. Wait, I kind of want this pic. Okay. Then there was Jia Yuan-chun, with her lips slightly curled into a mirthless sneer. And at the center of it all sat Jia Shichun, unsure of what to say next. Well, everyone. At Jia Yuan-chun, seated next to the hierarch seat upon which Shichun sat, smoothly takes control of the situation and begins the assembly. Honored heads of the houses, lords of each family, their proxies and members, and she nods slightly, acknowledging our awkward presence. And little Shichun's guess, whose stay here at our H-Corp seems to be extending without a foreseeable end. Get the hell out of it, no. Isn't she technically from Q-Corp? What's with her acting like she's any less of an outsider than we are? Yeah, and did everyone catch that? Our H-Corp? Regardless of everything else, the fact that she hijacked the meeting from the get-go is ridiculous. Especially with Jia Shichun, the family hierarch herself, presiding over this official assembly. Clearly, she is using the pretense of assisting the hierarch to assert her own dominance over these proceedings. As we are all aware, venerable former Jamu has always discussed with and confided in me about the matters of greatest import, the momentousness of which steered the very course of H-Corp's projects. Even after I departed the family for Q-Corp, venerable former Jamu has always written missives to confer such matters with me. Yeah, and it's time for a new era. Get out of here. Something about it smelled suspicious, but we've already missed the window to challenge her to present us with proof without breaking decorum. Thus, as it naturally follows that I would be the inheritor of the venerable Jamu's will, I shall be presiding over this regular assembly, which we now convene to discuss and determine the future of H-Corp. What a grandiose and self-important introduction. Seemed clear to me that she considered herself to be the main character of the scene or something. Nah. Not if I can help it. Oh, thank you for the hydrant pudding hat. Let me grab that real quick. Right as new NPCs showed up. I've never seen these people before. I'll get a closer look in a sec. At the Alta. Limbus Company! Yeah, Limbus time. It's been a while. Flustered board member. Oh, it doesn't have a specific name. Just a general person. Your grace certainly befits your station, Lady Yuan-chun. Ah, she's got the fans. I really love those paper fans all the time. Like, Infinity Nikki just had like an event with like Chinese themed with like outfits like that, and they have like those paper fans too. I really like it. Something Uma Musume update weird. Something's wrong with my Uma Musume. We're all impressed by your utmost dedication to the citizenry of the Hongyuan despite your already saturated schedule. We can hardly thank— Hey, this guy lived! We can hardly thank you enough for your magnanimity, Lady Yuan-chun. Ah, my parents, a true shame that they couldn't be here, have always sung praises of your expertise, Lady Yuan-chun. This guy's here too. Well, I suppose everybody who survived is here. This is a board meeting. Responses from the participants are just as protracted, only obsequious instead of arrogant. As heads of some of those houses were currently under investigation for consorting with the forces foreign to Hongyuan, their vacuum was filled by their children's generation, many of whom we had the pleasure of meeting during the family hierarchy war. Very well, then shall we? Welcome, Jia Shichun, the next person to sit upon the seat of Hongyuan's family hierarchy. Greetings, I am... Now, let us... What the... You didn't even let her finish! This is why we gotta train, bruh. We can't just let this person step all over us, get in our way. For many years, all those who have gathered here have toiled day and night for the eternal prosperity and growth of H-Corp. You bad Yuan Chun. Jia Shichun's expression immediately sours as Yuan Chun unceremoniously cuts off her self-introduction. First one on the agenda for this assembly are urgent discussions and the passage of new major policy items that have been tabled for far too long. Distributive contribution rights auctioning policy, quarter amnesty policy. Hold on, big sister Yuan Chun. Oh, whoa, she's gonna say a lot of things. Small text. We got the Shapet training. Let's go. Don't forget to do recreation only after junior year and focus on friendship training. Wait a minute. Jia Yapchun, it's because you didn't let her finish. Now it's just all overflowing. Passing the distributive contribution rights auctioning policy would allow the open auction for any remaining rooms the day before reconstruction days, and the quarterly amnesty wouldn't do anything but give unfair advantage to certain families and high net worth individuals by guaranteeing them large real estate assignments regardless of their performance in the previous quarter. Jia Shichun stutters a little, flustered before continuing. My point is, these policies are going to rattle H-Corp's economy the moment they go into effect. Besides, these policies were pretty much drawn to favor lining up the pockets of a select few families and high-ranking officials of H-Corp. This guy is one of those guys who would have, benefited greatly. If I may, venerable hierarchical, aligning the pockets, that's quite an odd turn of phrase to refer to the bare minimum of respect the society might repay to its highest contributing members, don't you think? Oh, before we continue, Shichun, I am not entirely certain if you're aware, but ever since the ascension of the new family hierarchy, the perceived value of the Hongyuan has been racing for the lack of a better word, rock bottom. Hey, you shut up. This is why we're gonna train. Get y'all shut up and acknowledge Shichun and respect her. Clearly, this demonstrates Hongyuan's concern and its lack of faith in the newly appointed family hierarchy. Therefore, it naturally follows that our most urgent task at hand is to put a stop to this value and reputation freefall and restore prosperity and greatness to the Hongyuan once again. Yeah, okay, and that's the family hierarchy's job, right? Why are you? If you had perused H-Corp's Articles of Association, you would have known that should H-Corp be deemed to be in a state of crisis, the four great houses and the board of directors' voice may also carry de facto power in the assembly. And the board of directors, that's us, has determined we are now in a state of crisis. You decided this on your own! State of crisis? What crisis? Everything that led to my ascension in the family hierarchy war was legitimate, down to the final approval. These unseemly rumors and slander are tanking our value, which we have built up assiduously through the years upon years of toil. So what is this, if not a state of crisis? And who wouldn't doubt the new family hierarchy's qualities when this decline has coincided precisely with her ascension? What the fuck? Both are Jia Yapchun real. So what she draw? Sorry, we're still in the middle of the build-up. It's because they're arguing, we're not in the war anymore. We're not in we're killing each other part. We're in the part where we're doing the politics and diplomacy. Jia Yuan-chun was somehow turning the room against Shichun without presenting a single shred of evidence, portraying her as some sort of burdensome hierarch who was single-handedly tanking H-Corp's value. No one in the assembly, not a single representative from any families present, stepped up to point out how Jashichun's swift actions were what finally repelled the outside forces that had marched right up the Hongyuan's front yard. Or how she deftly maneuvered her forces to quell the embers of war by quickly taking control of the chaos with the Guanyuan. She hadn't shown any glaring signs of incompetence since her ascension despite her relative inexperience, but... everybody in Hongyuan's board of directors, the heads of each family, averted their eyes as though all of that had somehow inconceivably slipped their minds. Well, they don't want to fight Yuan Chun, that's probably what's happening here. Yeah, cowards, all of them. So you take yourself to be a qualified individual for that responsibility, Shichun? Very well, then proceed. We're all waiting for you to begin your briefing before the assembly regarding the last 30 years' quarterly net revenue records for the Hongyuan's singularity-related businesses, your calculations on next year's fiscal debt forecast, and the exact recipe and variation numbers for the boluses that have been registered in the last 5 years. Wait a minute! Girl, you just putting on all this pressure. She literally just ascended and you're like, oh yeah, so about our net fiscal records and revenue for the last 30 years. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure 30 years is even older than she is. What the hell? That's, The Venerable Hierarch has not received that data prior to the meeting. You must all be aware of the chaos that followed the ascension. We are still indexing all available materials to thank you, Wei. Isn't that funny? Not once in the history of Hongyuan has the family hierarch ever failed to provide immediate and detailed answers regarding the Hongyuan's historical statistics. Well, isn't that funny, Yuan Chun? I don't think ever coincided with like a possible war of the wings has ever coincided with a family hierarch ascension. Yeah, I know it's the worm, but like, come on. Even if we disregard the worm, I don't think anybody's had such a tumultuous ascension with the threat of the wing falling entirely. Jia Yuan Chun must have known all along too. She must have known how the previous family hierarchs were all directly supplied with an immense repository of information through the Shahuang... I know I've said it before. Shahuang worm or something of the equivalent. And she's using it to target Shichun's weakness, knowingly asking questions that she, the first family hierarch without the amount in the worm, couldn't possibly answer. The responsibilities tied to the venerable seat of the hierarch, Chamu, are matched only by great power bestowed upon it. Thus, how are we to leave the matters of the wing to someone who is so evidently unprepared for the task? Given the present circumstances, our hands may be forced to call a vote to vote the motion of no confidence. The motion of no confidence? Motion of no confidence, when passed by high-ranking political officials, can result in the removal of the chief executive from office. After everything we did, you're trying to vote us out? So they're going after Shichun's power. So this is the picture Jia Yuan Chun wanted to paint. Impotent family hierarch, stammering and stumbling through her first meeting to the total and near ununanimous lack of support from the H-Corp board of directors. Whatever jargon they're on about, seems to me that they got not an ounce of respect for the last or us. Never trust twats overly obsessed with their numbers and optimizations. They'll be the first ones to kick you out of the moment they no longer see you as useful. You're not the only one who's pissed off, so can you please stop shaking your leg for a second? Don't need to make our frustration any more obvious, you know. My ass would have left the chair a long time ago if it weren't for this last. In H-Corp, should the board of directors unanimously vote in the favor of the motion, certain parts of the family hierarch's powers will be removed. It is entirely possible she will become a hierarch in name only. Oh, so they're threatening to fire her unless she falls in line. This is some needlessly convoluted way to... The assembly will now consider the motion of no confidence. Are there any objections to bringing the motion of no confidence against family hierarch Jia Chun to the floor? Oh, there better be! If there isn't, I'm going to lose it. Hold on! The vote of no confidence isn't an item you can invoke so lightly. The Shi family has no objections. Fuck you! Oh, no. say the Wang family has no objections. Wang Zhao! I will... Oh, I can't get mad. I'm pretty sure she's bought out. I'm sorry, Bao Tai. Shu family too. Classic Ishmael spreading individualism. Classic. Yo. The arrest of the previous family head seems to have changed precisely nothing. Those in power wore more youthful faces, but their tongues still carried the same old resistance to change. The new family heads were just as uncooperative as ever, and everyone seemed to be solely interested in staying in Jia Yuanchun's good graces. New faces, same old. And needless to say, Heathcliff wasn't the only sinner fuming with rage. "'Tis far too vexing to simply watch and do not." Right? I knew you wouldn't let this slide, Don Quixote. You're walking all over Shichun like she's not even here. See how Wang Zhao didn't explicitly say he has no objection, he just say hi with that. Yeah, he just went like, let's just say. Wang Zhao would be like, I know I'm gonna get beat up. Let's just say I don't have any. He felt my rage from beyond the monitor. Forsooth, we cannot let such injustice transpire unabated. Seems like we're both on the same page. That's it. I'm not going to hesitate to make myself heard again. This time, I want to be more courageous. With your help, Don Quixote. Aw, Sinclair. Come on, let's do this together, okay? Very well. Oh, I have a slightly bad feeling. I am in agreement. Yeah, then let's go on 3. At the same time, I have a bad feeling about this. If there are no objections, 1, 2... The assembly will put this resolution to vote in a month, and 3! Here, I objection! What? Have you gone mental? Sinclair stood tall at the center of the entire room's undivided astonishment. Aloud! Oh, Sinclair, my boy, you have been alone. Huh? Don Quixote, still firmly in her seat, gazed upon Sinclair's proud stand and rubbed her nose. Young Sinclair, thou hast evolved indeed. What an unmitigated pursuer of justice thou hast become. Such unrelenting fervor and disregard for decorum. Yeah, she just sat there. She betrayed him. He thought they were in it together. Can't believe it. Certainly mine efforts have finally borne fruit. What the hell? Did Don Quixote or Heathcliff suddenly rub off on you or something? No, wait, no! What happened here? Don Quixote, we were going to... What happened to the objecting together? I hadn't taken thy suggestion to mean that we must voice our dissatisfaction through the official channels, borrowing the titles of the illustrious Red Gaze in the department of LCC. Disputes in succession of power and on such a high level of government are hardly ever resolved with rash grandstanding. Wouldst thou not agree? Why are you normal all of a sudden? I love it! Why are you normal? Yeah, she suddenly comes... She pulled the rug on him, I can't believe it! She came in with like... We should just ask the higher level people. Really did Sinclair dirty. It's like, yeah, suddenly thinking exactly rationally, like, yeah, this is not gonna be resolved by me objecting on the spot. Doesn't tell Sinclair. After Don's canto, apparently Sinclair doesn't comment. Sinclair's been growing every canto. I'm proud of him. Although, I feel a little sorry that he ended up doing this alone. Lad, what just happened? What happened to the clammy meek boy? Oh, well, that's, I guess I assumed that this is how Limbus Company rolls now. I love it. I love it. There seems to have been an unexpected outburst from Shichun's guests. Withdraw your objection and we will consider this a momentary loss of control and not enter it as an official statement. It was, Sinclair's eyes were shaking like someone with his life on the line. Have you ever objected? Have you ever objected a board of directors with your life on the line? Let's go. He has. If not, I take it that you have full confidence in her abilities. So please, I encourage you to elaborate. When and how will Shichun demonstrate her aptitude for the responsibilities of the family hierarchy? His voice continues to shrivel into a corner. He can't. And how could anyone? How could anyone when we all had a very clear view of her path to ascension? During the family hierarchy evaluation, Jia Baoyu donated the coins he received from Jia Chu to you. Essentially, you pity-partied your way to victory. Pity-partied? Did you pull for Weisang? I didn't! I'm saving what little I have to try and make sure I can get stuff whenever Arc Knights rolls around. Anyway, I still have that guaranteed 3-star for the season ticket. I haven't used that yet. And we can always use shards. I don't have my Uma Musume. And for your ascension, Jia Chu and those outsiders from the upstart company had to almost literally carry you to the seat. Has there even been a single victory attained by your own hands in that entire process? But have we not all been witness to the qualities she exhibited during the family hierarchy evaluation and her own ascension? You must have no shame, snaking your forked tongue into the audience both heaven and earth like an unwitting buffoon. That's when quiet, even footsteps broke through Jia Yuanchun's merciless dismantling of Shichun. Yeah, Zigong! Speak up for us. You, I'm sure you can do this. You can handle the politics. You're a strategist. Yet, I see the point. The hierarch, with her grace, only needs to demonstrate her already established qualifications before all. Yeah, she's carrying us. She's familiar with this political battlefield, I'm sure. Let's go. I'm glad we get to see her again. I feel like she didn't get as much screen time as everybody else in, Kanto 8. This is no place for an outsider to speak, but proceed. Just how will she prove herself before us? Oh, what an odd statement coming from a fellow outsider who has been chattering for minutes on end. Forgive me, I could only presume your verbosity that the right to speak in this forum was open to all outsiders. Oh, she's getting you there! She looks so pissed! You have said it yourself, no? That the vote on no confidence resolution will proceed in a month. That seems to give the venerable hierarch a month to regain the trust of each family. What? It's rather clear to me that there are many who find their own defeat in the family hierarch war difficult to accept. Such is a doubt easily resolved. A match between clans should lay out the results quite obviously. Very well. A fair challenge between clans, which would preclude the participation of the family hierarchs Heisho Pacts and the Qianlan Guard. So you would remove her Pao, Cannon, and Ju, Chariot, before the game even begins? Why not make this test a series of sparring matches in both academia and martial arts if that's the case? What audacity! Do you truly have that much faith in Jia Shichun's abilities? You must know the consequences of failing these matches, no? It would be a ununanimous, one-sided end to the vote of no confidence, and naturally, any and all rights appertaining to the family hierarch shall be transferred to the board of directors. That's fine by us. You're free to choose any champion whom you see fit. Unfortunately, your underlings don't seem to share your inflated confidence. But in the midst of confused, flabbergasted silence from the other sinners, a clear, carefree yet defiant voice rings out. Hong Lu's retort, "Let's go!" That's not true at all, big sister Yuan-chun. We actually have just as much confidence in Shichun as she does. His eyes wide stared directly and unblinkingly into Jia Yuan-chun. Oh my god, I'd be freaked out if I were you, Jia Yuan-chun. It occurred to me that this might be his way of expressing anger. Impudent child! How dare he stare me down like that? Then you are welcome to try. Cuts to Shichun sweating nervously. She's like, wait, this is all proceeding without my input. I believe in her. 1 month. You have but 1 month to prove before all in the audience that she is indeed fit to be the family hierarch. Should you fail, the vote may as well be a mere formality. In other words, should she successfully prove herself, none of you shall again rightly challenge the independent rights and powers bestowed upon the family hierarch. The consequences of such recalcitrance would be no different from those that the traitors are facing, wouldn't you agree? Well then, we shall excuse ourselves now. Wait, Zigong turns around towards us with that same mysterious smile and slowly directs us outside the assembly hall. We may call them sparring matches, but you do know that each and every one of them is a test to prove your claim to the seat of the family hierarch. A month is a time far too brief for drastic improvement, regardless of for whom it may be. Learning from a proper master for 10 months straight might teach you a few things, but who knows how long the search for one such master might take, not to mention the official channels through which you must bring them past the Ganyuan's walls, which may take up to 2 months. Why not relent now and relinquish but a part of your powers as the family hierarch to the board of directors? It seems that this fellow outsider's mental faculties are impressively lacking. My lord has spoken in the past that when in the presence of 3 people, at least one of them is bound to be a teacher of mine. And there they are, and here they are, aren't they? Jashichun's masters, each carrying something new to teach her. All 13 of them. Of course, it's us. You're feeling when you're training Xiapet doing combos exclusively. Oh my god, I can't wait to get to the training part. From where it's going, it seems like Shichun's gonna develop and take hold of her narrative. She's gonna do this, trust. She's gonna make it. Zigong gestured confidently toward the flabbergasted sinners, and the assembly came to an end. Shit, Zigong be like, look at her masters. Right here. Us. Wait, what? Don't worry, everybody was in a state of, wait, what? We were getting like tossed around by the politics of Zigong and Yuan Chun. The rest of us just be like, wait a minute. Yeah, Limbus Company! Did Zigong in a way call Yuan Chun stupid? Yeah, she basically did. Because he was like, where are you gonna find a master, Zigong? Are you dumb? Very eloquently though. Hello, Commissariat. Thank you for dropping by. Nice to see you. Especially when so far, Shichun has never held her own, only forced into a role regardless of her job. Yeah, it would be great if she could come into her own. 12 teachers. Us. This could be us. We were planning to train Jashichun anyway, but it seems like we're now under an unexpected deadline. How's the Princess Maker going? We just finished the opening sequence, so we're basically locking in. Haven't started yet though. Yeah, in the prologue. We were in the politics part. Hey, when you said the LCB was gonna help me out, did you guys mean that we were gonna publicly humiliate the crap out of me out of the assembly? Of course not, Shichun. Big sister Yuan Chun's an old snake. You should have just given her the 30 days to set the perfect stage for my downfall. You've just given her the 30 days to set the perfect stage for my downfall to prove to the world once and for all that I'm not qualified to be the family hierarch. But Shichun, weren't you always so good at humbling anyone who dared underestimate you? Not so much anymore. Back then, like an idiot, I thought I just had to hold on with everything I had. I thought that's all I ever had to do. But now, things are different. It's true that I'm vastly underqualified to be the family hierarch, and she's right. I pretty much lucked into this position. Shichun, don't tell me that woman's bullshit actually got to you. Well, she wasn't completely wrong, right? I'm just some kid who happens to be just good enough to survive some traps and ambushes. I'm afraid that the responsibility of a family hierarch might be too much. Her self-confidence has significantly decreased compared to the observation from our previous interaction. The heck, Shichun? I don't remember you being this kind of character. Me too. What happened to the girl who looked down on us the moment we met? You even had the audacity to pretend not to know who we were, didn't you? Where did all that confidence go, girl? That actually got under her skin back then, huh? So, Shichun, what do you want to do? Are you sure you're okay with this? Are you okay with letting this happen? If we let it happen, Big Sister Yuan Chun is going to continue expanding her influence here. I'm sure she and the board of directors have been cozying up to each other for a long time. Is the implication that her testaments on her influence were true? Yup, it's true. Before she left for Q Corp, Big Sister Yuan Chun used to always accompany Jamu to these assemblies. If we just let them hold the vote of no confidence, they're going to ununanimously vote against me and slowly reduce the family hierarchy's scope of power, and who knows, they might even call for a re-evaluation, however unlikely that sounds. Besides, Big Sister Yuan Chun, I think her definition of Hong Yuan's prosperity might be different from mine. What she's looking for isn't H-Corp's prosperity, it's the Guan Yuan's. Yeah, pretty much. She just sounded like she was only thinking about the higher-up people. That's not right. And I know this all has something to do with its ties to Q Corp, which I bet has already been going on for a while just under my radar. I'm sure they've already had plenty of talks behind my back. Which is not the kind of vision you have for Hong Yuan's future, right? And that's why you spoke up against her? My vision for Hong Yuan is... I want to change H-Corp to be the kind of place where people can live without fear. I just never imagined that I'd have to prove myself like this, and in only 30 days. Even then, your vision hasn't changed, right? It hasn't. Yeah, so hold on to that conviction and we're gonna get you up there. Great! So it's decided then, huh? We just need Fao to deliver the bad news to Sod. Oh yeah! Sod, by the way, we're staying another 30 days or so. So to summarize, the responsibility of training Shichun to win these matches, I mean, these amorphous stats, which hinges the family's hierarch's faith in almost every facet that is entirely under Jia Yuanchun's control, by the way, is probably a trap. Within the next 30 days is ours, and we have to explain that to Sod. Wow, that sounds like a lot of work when you put it like that. Post-mortem reports have become quite rote. Sometime later. So, probably in Sod's plans. Maybe. I mean, I feel like they should know us well enough by now to go like they're probably gonna do something really stupid. If Shichun becomes a puppet ruler, it'll probably just ruin the whole plan of having connections with the H-Corp hierarchy. That's true, that's true. Prithi, thou must impress upon the illustrious red gaze that wasn't my idea this time. Sinclair stared blankly at Don Quixote as she made a desperate plea towards Sod. Yes, and I understand that as well for the 8th time. As always, Sod was wearing the same refreshingly incomprehensible smile. The kind of smile that makes people increasingly anxious the longer it takes. Well, that gives us about 30 days, during which those sparring matches, tests, whatever, will be happening as well. Great, then let's give it our best. Sinclair mutters in a near whisper, clearly feeling responsible for what happened. Yes, I understand. I never should have stepped out of line like that, but something just... Yeah, so let's just give it our best. How could you not include Chichun? You're so right. Let's add Chichun. Chichun. You're so real. I'm getting it. I'm getting Chichun. This is such a moment. We need her. Okay. Just add. Whoa, she's huge! Holy shit! Wait there. There you go. Minigame fuck you up 4 times? Holy shit. I don't know if I'm ready. I agree. We totally messed up everything again and... What? What? Yeah, she's like, just give it your best. Limbus Company was always going to remain here and assist Miss Jashichun acclimatize herself to the responsibilities of the hierarchy. It was always part of our plan. Well, I'm glad that I took Faust's advice about how meticulous planning is completely pointless when it comes to LCB's missions. I never would have had to submit 9 separate disciplinary incident reports back during the J-Corp incident had I known. I believe I should be able to explain this further. Prior to his departure, my lord was concerned that such a thing would come to pass. That is why he has left Zilu and I here to look after the new family hierarch's position, which must still be on rather thin ice. Oh, so that's why they were privately talking about when they pulled him aside. Doing nothing and allowing her wicked machinations to progress would have irrevocably made the entire board of directors not but putty in Yuan Chun's hands. And that would have led to that snake to de facto assume the seat of family hierarch. Against such an insidious foe who wields intrigue as her weapon, the most viable strategy is the most direct one, to challenge her head-on. True. Besides, has this not given you the excuse needed to prolong your company's stay in the Doganyuan? This is also a prime opportunity for Jia Shichun to further solidify her influence here depending on the outcome of the vote of no confidence. They have played right into our hands by accepting this deal. They were shorted by 1.4 times? Oh no. Combos. I can't wait to try it, because I don't get what combos mean yet. Snake, because she wields the save branch. Oh, damn. Your last run before joining the stream at 2 out of 3, reaching the objective and 1 max out. Not touching the Senyu. No, don't give up. So, I don't want to rain on everyone's parade, but are we not even going to consider what might happen if we fail? No, we are not, because you will not fail. Not with us aiding your efforts. Also, were you serious back then when you said that we were all going to teach Jia Shichun? All 12 of us? I won't object to selecting only a few of us with better aptitude to be educators. By the way, we have already established an internal hierarchy based on the sum of each of our abilities. Of course, the results weren't entirely to my satisfaction due to an unexpected incident. Miss Otis, that is a statement mired in the near-narrowed vision rife with factual refractions. I am of the stance that the qualities of a good teacher are not defined by such statistics. Yeah, Yisang! I feel like Yisang would be a decent teacher, but he's the bottom of that power ranking. So, you must be the one who placed last in that scale. Ugh. Just don't say anything, bud. Best not to stand out like a sore thumb. I may have overreacted then. My lord has said that from the virtuous we may learn to replicate their merits. From the flawed we may learn to avoid their failings. As long as the student is willing to learn, anyone and anything can be a teacher. I also, to embrace this teaching, seek from all those who have come across. Just what in the heavens are you doing? Is she drawing? It's like getting a rank A with my aunt Top Gun. You're never gonna do it better. Heaven burns red. Ooh, heard that one's pretty good. Enjoy. Zigong can just see Sang being It's because he reacted so strongly, but I understand. Aha! I am preparing a lesson plan for young Shichun, our family hierarch. Wow, you sure gotten that fast. What are these yellow wormy things here? Just a star twinkling, twinkling in its radiance. According to the schedule you have prepared, the student would have -3 hours available for sleep. -3? No way! Magic the Gathering? Whoa. The lessons plan's execution will require cooperation from T-Corp. It would be a mistake most fatal indeed! I should correct it post haste. Zigong was staring at Don Quixote's expression of her wild artistic merit upon the curriculum with her usual crescent moon eyes. Wait, is that supposed to be Zigong's grimace? Of course, each to their own, I suppose. I need not to be shaken by every little thing until we have their actual lesson plans in hand. Hey, thanks for putting your faith in us, Zigong. We barely have any of that to go around ourselves, so I understand it couldn't have been easy. You could say that I have learned my lesson. The recent events have taught me that the path of learning is truly one without end. Thank you, Zigong. Is this all gonna be like lore leading up to the minigame? I don't know. Oh my god, it's still lore. Holy. Pray for my voice. I see that you have all— oh, special lecture hall. Okay, okay. If you plan to play Heaven Burn Red, let me know so I can send you— okay, maybe one day. Because it's also a gacha, right? I have to catch up on so much gachas right now. I see that you have all individually worked on your lesson plans as per Zigong's request. I have recalled a total of 12 lesson plans. Zilo! Oh my god, she's so pretty! Oh, I love her. Without the mask and everything covering her face, she's so pretty. Holy shit! I have received a total of 12 lesson plans. Hold on. Shouldn't there be 13 of them? Even the executive manager has decided to spare their precious time to teach a class. Huh? Yeah, I handed in my lesson plan too. Yeah, the rabbit pin is so cute! I love the slide Gatmo with the rabbit pin. So cute, cute. Pies are easy app. Zila got me real. True. That is because... so who didn't do their homework? After a brief silence, everyone turned around and looked at one of the sinners. Flaming heat clip just like that. Now she's way weaker if ways anything go at all. But how is Dante gonna teach and they can't even communicate? We need like something that he can teach by like pointing at it or like having someone be an interpreter. It ain't me. Oh, please, at least try to make a compelling argument. Who else other than you could it possibly... It's me. You, Sync? You've been acting out of character a lot recently. What's going on? Oh, well, let's, Sinclair was drenched in sweat for some reason. Actually, Zila is still a Heisho dev, I think. Oh. TikTok in class. Without the Heisho bolus. Ooh. In Sinclair's seat was a large stack of papers. Many screenshot-worthy moments in this interview. I'm grabbing like backgrounds for my thumbnails. Because I think it might be noticeable. The current one that I put up it's using the one from Walpurgis. Sinclair's seat was a large stack of papers, each filled to the brim with writing. Sinclair, are these papers... I'm done. Sorry, I got too into making a lesson plan. I just couldn't stop myself from writing. Sinclair couldn't have appeared more proud as he placed that big bundle of sweat-soaked papers in Zilu's hands. Zilu, this is a lot. And she receives it with mild trepidation. You seem to have dedicated quite a momentous effort in drawing up this lesson plan. What's up with her? Deadass making a walker. Sinclair everybody else prepared a lesson plan for like a couple of days. Sinclair out here going like, this is our entire semester. There's a better one here. Oh, okay, I'll keep an eye out. Let's start reviewing from the first of the stack. 108 analytical approaches to an aesthetics AAA. Triple A. Okay. What does AAA mean? Like, how do you plan to explore all 108 approaches in a month? Appreciation of artistry and assassinations. The music stopped. F you went too far. Ah, right, sorry. Flip a page and continue reading for those 108 approaches. What paint did you use? It's quite viscous and the paper is partially melted. Ah, lady, watch yourself! You almost got some on my arm! Painting, Zeta? Trails coating the world. Oh no, Zeta! Huh. Now you know how aesthets appreciate artistry of slaughter. What the hell did you paint in that paper? Hey, get it together! Zilu stumbled briefly. Whatever was on the paper must have given her quite the shock. For a moment thought it was Sinclair's lesson. Understandable. Even Zilu is baffled by reaction. My mind wandered for a moment. Imagine shocking a issue. Hell screen foreshadowing is gonna be very gory, isn't it? This is too dangerous to be used for a lesson. Thus, it goes into the discard pile. Weak sauce. Zilo crumpled up the paper without hesitation and tossed it out of sight. Next. Intro to Societal Reintegration. Impressive title. Chapter 1. How to shake hands with your left hand when the situation calls for it. Who did this? No wonder it's specifically his left. Can't believe this. Oh my god. Who else? After 2 exploration of exclusively long sleeve fashion practices. Chapter 3, projecting confidence and why having a bug arm is totally cool. That's you know how it is. Be proud of who you are and all that philosophy stuff. I wanted this lesson to give like a bit of paradigm shift where we can all come to see our flaws not as failings but as like evidence of our individuality. Which will usher in a world where we can all carry on with our lives no matter what kind of arm we have. Greg, I'm sorry to say this, you're the only one having this issue right now in this room. Discard next! I hope you don't take it too hard, bro. Zilo quickly flipped through the pages. Intro to Denigrative Linguistics. Subheading, the power of words. Sticks and stones may break their bones, so let's add words to the pile. My credentials include the ability to dress down an opponent so hard that they fall to their knees and beg me to stop. I have plans for application as well. The lesson teaches methods pertaining to disguising compliments and criticisms and vice versa. All of this seems rather difficult to learn. I have concluded from my hitherto observations that Jashichun is an individual of great promise in this field. Follow my instructions to a T, and I guarantee you that this cadet shall be able to have the upper hand in any verbal confrontations. Huh. Is this a curriculum to make the best brawler out of the best family hierarch out of me? Zilo seemed quite interested, but Jashichun's vehement veto eventually overruled the suggestion. Okay, it just got discarded. That's sad. I mean, Greg's lesson's probably great for the Heishos or something. Yeah, that could work for the Heishos or people who like heavily affected by boulders already. But damn, poor bug guy indeed. Bet Greg can juggle with one hand? Perhaps. Dawn. Yeah, I mean, it says justice on justice. That's it! Another impressive title. Subheading, methodologies of captivating an entire room of preoccupied audience. Discard. Fire! Wherefore? Next. Praxis of ego splitting concerning intermirror conflict between the self and the reflection and paradoxicality. Actual theory of idealism in which one attempts to open an unopening door to open the door. What the fuck? Is this not Yi-sang? Is it even snuck in the ideal? Yeah. Why is there no space? Utterly incomprehensible. Discard. Ah, yeah, it was him. How many Yi-sangs this was? Yeah, that might have been a bunch of puns. Maybe that's why it was all together. But then in English, it doesn't come out as well, huh? Hydrate. Oh, thank you. Perhaps Miss Ryoshi's advice to truncate the lesson title should have been taken in earnest. Yeah, I mean, it was so long, bro. Survival and exploration. Wait, Otis is already done, right? Survival and exploration. Is this Mersault? 21 reasons to pay attention when the exploration team leader is giving advice on the upcoming adventure. Case study for 30 horrible mistakes that occurred because the team was distracted during the leader's lecture. How to track down a troublemaker. Oh yeah, that does sound more like Ish now that she's explaining it further. How to track down a troublemaker who tries to sweep trouble under the rug while the team leader isn't looking. Someone ignored my advice that we should have been moving 2 steps ahead, and finally I've narrowed them down to 3 culprits. Yeah, it is Ishmael. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Praise Sunny. Welcome. Hi. Nice to see you. You did all achievements first try without even reading what they were. Oh my god. Congrats. That's huge. Ah, wait. I forgot to take that part out. This is a literal shredder. Into the shredder it went. When did that paper shredder get here? Yeah, because we couldn't keep discard piling it. Let's just shred it. The art of using yawning as a cover for poop. Popping a cookie or two into your mouth, especially Rodya. Especially useful when getting lectured. Was the one with the drawing dawns? I feel like it could be. Hey, if you get good enough at it, you can do that with nuts too. So close to having the new Sinner ID grind is rough. You got this! You're almost here! Concept insane. No, it's just a regular shredder. Aha, so it was you who made those crunching noises in our last meeting. What? Nah! Do you take me for an amateur? The art of social maneuvers, how to let it flow through you. Who's that? Is it remaining at use this one as a thumbnail? Replace the paper with this. There's only so many of them who could be left. Flow through. Oh yeah, Hong Lu would use that. It could be referring to him. That's true. How to not make things awkward when you walk right in on someone battling you. Oh my god. The most important part of this art is to flash a refreshing smile in a way that looks earnest. It helps when you convince yourself that smiling is what brings good fortune. Yup, someone bad. Yeah, he's got a lot of that. Smiles have a way of disarming people, giving them pause and making them hesitate. I remember that. Big Bro used to use that technique to confuse a lot of the Guanyuan people who hated him. I see. This... I can't quite bring myself to throw this into the shredder. Next, how to remain in complete stillness for a week until the next command is resolved. That's definitely if there's nobody else. This lesson plan was designed based on Rodion's advice that I must prioritize strengths that are unique to myself. Look, in my defense, I didn't know he considered that to be his own unique strength, okay? Let us consider whether standing in complete stillness for a week is a quality one might seek in a family IR. This one is certainly interesting. Is the last one remaining Faust, or is there still people? Let's see. What separates bravado from bravery? Is there still... Wait, chaton eh? Oh yeah, Dante was part of the list, huh? It could be. Wait, Yisang, Faust, Don... Yeah, I guess. Jack shit, son of... No, this is it! One line later. Yep, always gotta read the full print. Exactly. Ha! It's my philosophy that reason don't necessarily need to be considered before coming to blows. Martial prowess is indeed an indispensable part of the family hierarch's qualities. But our focus is not developing the hierarch of a syndicate. Next! Information disparity is a driver of equitable treatment. Is this Faust? Oh? Huh, that's actually the most interesting sounding one so far. And the application of engineering frameworks, holy shit. We all forgot Heathcliff actually put it so real. Okay, it's kind of losing me, but I'm still on board. For systematic resolution and rational self-interest, just so shocked you're adding that in! Driven societies and... Is it still going? That was 1/5 of the full title. 1/5?! Seems that the same trouble has hindered both you and I. Every word in that title was added for absolute necessity. Indeed. After she had gone through majority of our lesson plans. Finally. Now that that's over... Yes, it's finally my turn. Whew. Sinclair sighed with the gravitas of someone who has just been bestowed with the most important mission in his life. Thinking back, even in school, I used to daydream about becoming a teacher myself. I thought I could be good at it. Is this why you took so long to make yours, and it's so long? So I guess you could say I'm pretty happy to be given an opportunity like this. I call my lesson the theory and self-overcoming. This could work, actually. You want to know what Cinder's combo? You want to figure that out yourself? I want to try out myself first, then we'll see what happens after. If we have a critical failure, we'll find out. When Dante decides to make a change, we have to accept that everyone stumbles at first, but by always striving to be a better person than I was yesterday... Hey, but what if I like who I was yesterday more? That's okay. Everyone has their own unique potential sleeping deep inside. So with everything I've learned and experienced so far, let me teach you. Let me teach you how to not doubt your own capabilities, how to always shoot higher. Hold on, you had me for a second there, but what's up with your acting like you're an infinitely more enlightened person than I am? Shichun, he's reaching the next level of his cultivation. Of course, I've prepared for a speaking class where you can learn how to speak with modesty too. I never would have imagined Sinclair would be this into it. Yeah, too bad he's so into it that he's not even listening to what Shichun's saying. Following that, your company's... it seems Zilo has completed her review. Oh, I see. So now everything... How's everything going, everyone? Class prep going well. Roger wanting to go back to before she did the thing. No! He has his own patent. So true. You slotted in your... Why would you call him Cockclair? Okay, that's cursed as hell. Sorry, halfway to his enlightenment. True. What about Dante's class? We skipped it, man. I have no idea what Dante submitted. Oh, I see. So how's everything going, everyone? Class prep going well. My curriculum most special. Okay, so that's a no. No! Is there no cursed way, a not cursed way to call him? Like Roost Claire, Chick Claire, right? Right? I don't know! That was Sot's impression upon taking a quick glance at Don Quixote, who was sobbing, cradling the shredded pieces of her lesson plan in her hands. Yo Claire, if you want to use the HO branch. No, it's... It might throw me off if we call him like Yo Claire. Check the achievements before you start to search for it. Okay, before I start at 4th stage. Got you. Or just Heisho Sinclair. Dante is chilling right now. Well, it wasn't a complete blast at least. Sinclair's lesson plans arrived. I'll stick with what I call understandable. Whew, Miss Zigong, Miss Sod, I've prepared a full 30 days worth of lesson plans. Would you like to take a look? But Zigong and Sod weren't looking at the dozens of lesson plans Sinclair presented so proudly before their eyes. They were looking away. Zigong especially was looking away with an unmistakable expression of pity. So he doesn't know. Would you mind explaining to Zilu? I could not bring myself to tell him. Apologies. So this young man has produced an entire sizable stack of lesson plans all on his own. I see. Weakness has found its way into your heart in the face of such earnest effort. I understand. However, it has been decided that Sinclair will not be participating as one of Jashichun's teachers. GG Sinclair. Or should I call you Pupil Sinclair to be exact? Aww! This has gotta be a mistake, right? Like, isn't Shichun the pupil here? No, there haven't been any mistakes. My lord has specifically instructed that you are to learn from this as well. No! What? What? Seriously? Oh no! They're next to each other! Oh my god, they have their own tables, so this is so cute. This isn't right! Guys, this isn't right! Now this is what looks like a proper classroom. If it would have felt pretty dang empty with just Shichun sitting there all on her own, don't you think? Besides, I bet Stink's the resident expert on going to schools, right? School was a luxury for me, you know. Yeah, maybe, but that doesn't mean I ever wanted to go back to school. Fair. You got the new Yisang IE close again, Sink there, gotta grind the boss, got 5 horse. No, good luck. Finally raising the team median strength. addressing this and making him... Oh no, he's having his training arc too. Limbus Academy High Hong Yuan District. You can get your own in 2 stages plus mirror dungeon hard if you have the bonus. Oh, it's just a school sim. I'm pretty excited for it. Yisang would have to be taking class for that. True, Yisang was at the bottom, remember? You should learn to be grateful. I don't dole out my teachings to just anyone. Don't forget, we have to redo this whole lesson plan under their supervision. Otis, you always get on your soapbox and try to lecture everyone about something after every single battle anyway. And you, Ishmael, aren't you always hyperfixated on something? You always get hyperfixated on something. Once you find something interesting, you never stop talking about it for 3 hours at least, and... I will ensure that you receive the best education I can provide, Sinclair. Hold on, Yi-sang. I thought we were the underdog duo. Remember when during the checkup when I said we got this? We were going to get this together! The evaluation painted a twisted picture of the true scale of strength, the sole measure of which erroneously relied on physical might. I shall not hesitate to impart knowledge for those who require education. Congratulations, my lady. You have found yourself a desk mate, which some also call a bestie, depending on desk placement. Desk mate. Bestie. What the heck does any of that mean? Huh? Jia Shichun's eyes widened with confusion, as though she had heard those words for the first time in her life. When I first met her, she was 16. She explained to me that she hadn't attended any school-like institutions. This is par for the course for children of Hongyuan who are raised for the purpose of becoming the next family hierarch. The reason being that schools can be a perfect place to assassinate someone. So deskmates and besties, Sinclair began to explain, seemingly resigned to the fact that he was essentially going back to school for a month with the other sinners as his teachers. Usually sit next to each other and help one another out. A bestie might nudge the other one awake if they doze off, share their homework with one if another one forgot to do theirs. They usually end up being included in the best memories of each other's school time. So not very important at all, huh? I think I got this on my own. I don't need a bestie. Oh, GG Sinclair. Oh, I'm so sorry. Getting all the achievements gives a lot of event currency. That's good. That's good. Makes the grind easier. That would be nice. Everyone pulling the rug under Sinclair. Emoto's bestie. Hell yeah. I love the sparkle. Yay, her first school experience. Let's go. And then we have the wildest teacher set. PTSD with bestie because of certain song. Oh no. It's okay. We'll think happier thoughts. We'll think like Demian. Or a farming. It may have come a few years late, but I am moved that my lady has finally has a chance to experiencing school. Same here. I remember it like it was yesterday. Shichun would sit and watch the other kids walk to school from a distance, tears welling in her eyes. Oh, dude! Oh, that reminds me. One day, out of nowhere, she started saying something about eating from lunchboxes with friends. I haven't a clue as to how or where she had even heard of it, but she snuck into the kitchen and... Ah! Wait! Don't you guys have a lesson plan to write? Come on, hurry up! 30 days are ticking! We got only 30 days! Of course. Unfortunately, I have become quite occupied with another task of great importance, assisting Wei with indexing and reviewing various documents that are in critical need of organizing. Borrow Sinclair in a few minutes, man. Let's go! Damian demanding Dante in their shoe commission. Chop, guys. Yeah, enough. We gotta start training now. Thus, I must leave lesson planning tasks to you two. Zilu and Miss Sod, have you any thoughts on this matter? Slacker. What was that? I said nothing. Wow, Zilu, you're slacking. Tante, where's the sheep, Tante? No! Yippee, yes! Is that the minigame icon? 30 days of class. It's time 0 to enter. Yeah, it's the minigame. 30 days of class, let's go! Yay, we made it! Let's go. The Princess Maker Pog! Why the sun looks so scary the moment we load in? Love this event anymore like this in the future. I hope like future events have more minigames too. Zilu and Sod appear to have aged several years overnight. Their faces sunken and sallow. Finally, after referencing the idiosyncrasies and various statistical data available to us regarding each sinner, we have finally managed to come up with an appropriate curriculum. Miss Zilu? Apologies. Sleep deprivation has relieved me of clear mind. The path of an educator is truly a grueling one. Marching to battle would be much easier. Still, thanks to Master Jiachu's methodology you shared, we did manage to find a way to make this quite efficient. Efficient, huh? To be a true family hierarch, there are dozens, hundreds of virtues one must understand and master. However, to do so in 30 days is, as promised, an implausible effort. Thus, we have categorized countless virtues into 3 super categories. They're called... we have the bar. What are they supposed to be? Ji, Yong, and Ren. Ji, wisdom. The wise never lose to people nor words. To hold one's silence in need of speech shall cost them people. To speak in need of silence shall cost them words. A reasonable sequence of logic. Yong, courage. The ability to overcome fear, to act decisively. Have too much of it and risk becoming a brute. Have too little and risk becoming a craven. It needs harmony and balance. So how far are we allowed to go with the corporal punishment again? I recall no instance of any discussion regarding corporal punishment. And Ren, humanity, is the benevolence of the heart and the compass of behavior that dictates respect towards every human. Clearly, most of the faculties of the school are severely lacking in all 3 of your criteria. Just how do you think they'll be able to teach the students anything? Yeah, like a certain someone who needs a lesson in Ren. Are you sure I'm good in hands? I'm in good hands. What the heck am I supposed to learn here? Where's Wei? Master Wei and Ms. Yigong are currently quite preoccupied handling the monumental task of paperwork. Right. Mr. Wei wanted me to deliver this message to you. Be strong, my lady. Oh my god, the one in the fucking trailer where he's like superimposed into the white background. Be strong, my lady. Why? Despite her protestations, the 30 days of classes commenced. Whoa! Let's go! Now they know what it feels like to be a teacher, and that is just one student. Yeah! Pretty much. Oh my god! Ji Yongre. Oh, no tip top. She has a morale too. What does this button do? Oh, it's Sinclair. Oh, so it switches to Sinclair if I press the chick, and then the fan is... Okay. What's this? Ooh, she's level 50. And this is her stuff. But she'll auto battle if I remember correctly. Okay. No, she got a cute thing. Thorns. Okay, what is this? Class schedule. Metaphysical approach today in the reflected world. It's all Yi Sang. This is a mandatory class. Yeah, it's all Yi Sang for the beginning. Alright, got it. What's it? Oh! Combo. This must be it. Combo combinate. Wait, did I forget to check the achievement? Ah! Okay, the main goal in this game mode is to raise his main stats, Ji, Yong, and Ren as high as possible over the course of 30 days. Each class specializes in raising different stats. Some classes might even raise or lower students' moral values. Ah, okay. Aside from days with fixed classes, you can choose up to 3 classes per day. A variety of selectable classes grows as the days go by. Okay, results in morale can end in success or failure. Successful class will greatly increase the amount of stat gain, but a failed class will reduce the amount of stat gain. Higher morale has a higher chance of success. Okay. And then class combos are combinations to give certain effects. When those classes are taken the same day, Fixer Association Encyclopedia for the Dummies. Once you discover a combo, you can preview its activation in the schedule menu. Okay. And then view all discovered combos and then undiscovered combos in the combo page list. And then, once you've selected all your classes, begin class. Class progression automatically. During class, you can view the stats changing in real time. Oh, okay, both of them. Class upgrade. Taking a class gives EXP. Once a class has been maxed out, the class upgraded to the next level. Taking higher level classes will yield more stat increases. Please note, classes cannot be upgraded beyond Master. So I guess it's gonna be Novice, Expert, Master? Combat prowess advances. Okay, raising Shi, Yong, or Ren stats beyond the specific level or upgrading a class to a certain level will enhance students' combat prowess. These enhancements are applied separately for Jashi, Chun, and Sinclair. Shingo, okay. Select the magnifier icon here to view her detailed stats. On certain dates, combat encounters may occur in place of classes. Jashi Chun will be participating on these on her own. It's what we call the midterm, the mandatory class. Okay, the battle lesson. Most of achievements very easy. Let's go. I can back out and check it. Skill slots are chained automatically. Press the gong-shaped button to begin the combat phase. Only by winning the combat encounter can she progress to the next day or the next class. Oh boy. Oh, I can just go to window. I forgot to check the achievements. I can go to window. Bet someone's already made an optimal training or something. Like, I mean, like, there's only three to go through, right? So surely. But we're not looking that up right now. Where do I see achievements? Cultivate. No. Oh, there! I didn't see that button. Pass the first midterm, Okay, pass a bunch of midterms, take every teacher's class. Tip-top morale for 7 days in a row. Safely see her training to the end. Take everybody's class 3 times. Raise stat to 400, 800 everything. Discover 5 class combos. Clear all achievements. Oh, that's not so bad, actually. I mean, like, you don't have to do it all in one run, obviously, but, like, it's not so bad. Okay, let's resume. Our 30 days. Okay. Well, this is all we gotta do immediately. So, we're gonna get a bunch of Ren, mostly. I guess that's why it's red. It's related to Ren. We're gonna lose like 18 morale and gain 90 XP. Okay. Let's go. Resume classes? No, let's not remove that. What if I misclick? My name is Yisang. That is all. What is this music? All can be achieved in one run. Oh really? Damn. I don't think I'm optimized enough for that, but we could try. The class I have prepared for the day. I've heard plenty about your mirror tech, which makes me wonder. Going by the level of advancement in that technology, couldn't you have approached it from a different angle? You know, how technological advancement usually goes. People invent for the sake of creation, only to have their inventions inevitably warped into weapons of destruction. Indeed, you show much promise already. As you surmise now, the mirror has, in the past, almost been employed to shatter possibilities instead of reflecting them. Almost did all of them, missed a few comments. Ooh, 2 points off of 800. Aww. I'm sure that's the angle most others wanted to see happen. Removal of potential risk sounds much more palatable than potential itself to some people, after all. Correct again. Yet, the destruction was a word that bore too much suffering for my heart. My sole egress from it was abandonment of my quondam fellows and my life's work, making myself a fugitive of the potential. Conquering position Otis or Rodion for Zay and rest but Randy super easy. Oh. How did you bring yourself to just abandon it all? I conversed. With who? With myself. That lies within me. As you are aware, mirrors reflect the mirror's reflection extends beyond the veils of our own reality. It reflects the potentialities, the latent strength, and the world. And yet, even among them, the reflection of the greatest importance is that of the true self. It's sounding like a therapy session. It really is. But I love it. It's basically giving his, like, he's giving his thoughts about before, like, when in Canto 4. I'm back. Hi, Amanda. Welcome back. Music from Yisang's Canto. Yeah, it's so nice. Perfect for what he's saying. Honestly, it threw me off at the beginning though when he just said I'm Yisang. That's all. And okay, that of the south. Let not the innumerable worlds of the mirror enchant your gaze. First, one must direct their studies inward and reflect upon oneself. Aw. That is his introduction. Yeah, but I mean, you know. I had a very precious time learning to converse with my inner self. Wow! The music. Wow, let's go. And he even has the mirror there. I love their sprites doing this. Okay, has grown. Both of them. They get the same ones. Oh, he got 27 Ren instead of 9. That's crazy. Oh, it got 3. I guess because we had the 3 of the same class? Oh my god, special lecture. Okay, so if you are prepared, do explain what you see in the mirror. You needn't haste. For some reason, Shichun appeared to hesitate before the mirror. Hey, you know, it's been a while since I looked into the mirror for so long. My lady, do you recall Sun Jen of the Shi family who contacted you for a meeting? Yeah, the guy who said he was gonna show me a precious flower that blooms only at night? I remember that you were vehemently against me going out there, so I stayed inside. I wonder what kind of flower it was. Don't tell me you were actually looking forward to meeting him, my lady. Oh, of course not. Oh, you can gain up to 3 times depending on the mood. Oh, it was the mood bonus. Okay, that makes sense. Because she's at max mood. You were wise to stay inside. It was revealed that you weren't the only person who was invited, my lady, and that vile man had hired a group of assassins to ambush the meeting spot, and it would have been waiting there to spring the trap had you gone. But apparently, he was outplayed and had his limbs and head torn off as punishment. What a relief, isn't it? I guess. I'm glad I didn't go away. You were right. If only you still had the Wu branch under your control. Stop it. We agreed to move on from that, remember? We don't have to talk about it. I was brushing my hair and looking in the mirror as we were talking, but aw, the messy hair too. I realized that I no longer recognized the girl in the mirror. I don't know why, but I found it so hard to meet her eyes. I brushed it off because I had to. An experience like that was going to be a common occurrence anyway, and the family hierarchy was always looming on the horizon. Aw, perhaps what you felt then may have been shame, but it is paramount to face oneself nonetheless. Nay, especially so if it was. And Sinclair, what do you see? I see, well, I just see myself smiling. I don't see what's so out of the ordinary. But it seemed like Sinclair couldn't really bring himself to face the mirror. Hey, after what we just discussed, I think I understand something now. Now that I've had some quiet time looking at my reflection, I think I uncovered a part of myself I've had hidden away for a long time. Damn! He totally sees Kronk. No! Damn! I learned how to be more true to myself by looking into the mirror. That's so cute. What if he saw Anklet? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, and it's lower now because our morale is low. Oh, makes sense, makes sense. Okay. +4, +4, +18, +8. It's still quite high though. Oh, there's none on the third one. That was all of it for today, I guess, the 2. This is like my favorite horse girl. Suddenly the sun black goes Harikite go! It's a random chance. Oh, so we just kind of got lucky that we saw 2 in a row, huh? That's pretty cool. Alright, so we got like 63. He's expert already. Okay, so in 3 he becomes levels up. You can get the base amount ×2 or ×3 probability, depends on mood. Okay. Okay, so metaphysical approach to ego and reflected world up to expert. Yay! So now he gives more, but he also takes more morale. Jashichun / resist of mine. Okay. It's gone better. Okay. Tip top. Oh, I can upgrade. Ah, okay. They're really like letting me in slowly. So we have 2 Don Quixotes and then one. Oh, Don Quixote gives me morale. Oh, okay. All right, let's go. Assume classes. Yes. I keep removing that just in case I misclick and I'm not ready. It's true that the station of teaching is prone to imbue one with a sense of bashfulness. Sinclair and Shichun both sat with a bit of apprehension as well, which is understandable given what Saw told them some time before the lesson started. Some time ago. Don Sose, oh my god. Otis, who had been glaring daggers at Don Quixote for a good while, finally decided to voice her doubts to Sod. So what is Don Quixote, that woman, supposed to teach? Have you not considered that her usual flippancy might only cause more trouble than it's worth? You worry too much, Otis. While she may not look it, Don Quixote is extremely well versed in those adventure tales. And why would any of that matter? Have you yourself considered that fixers often appear when history is in the making? Let us see here. Don Quixote took a second to savor the moment as though she had been preparing her whole life for it, and then continued. I love it, the music! I'm amongst the greatest fixers whose honored names were engraved in history. Ah, verily, let us commence the lesson with the tale of Fixer UFA. UFA? I probably said it wrong. This tale beginneth in the year sometime later. Are you done? Just how can she continue to talk at such length? She's been going for ages. Ho hum, thus cometh the time to test thy dedication to this class and the knowledge that should naturally come with it. A pop quiz, if thou wilt. Ah! What? She got the fun! Ah! Where did she even find the time to prepare this? Would be really funny if suddenly Dawn just switched back to Sancho from time to time during the... That'd be crazy, bruh. Teaches history, finally. But we skipped all of the history. I kind of wanted to hear what she had to say, but then again, it must have been extremely long. How to have great food hygiene without ruining your food. Bro, that would have so much intelligence up, I fear. When did she even find the time to prepare this? I can assure thee that this is a quiz of entirely reasonable difficulty. If thou hast paid attention in class, worry thee not. Does this pop quiz have prizes? But of course, I came prepared for such inquiries. For each correct answer, I shall bestow upon thee, from a very treasure chest of mine, these precious fixer badges, forsooth I did not let a single day go by in which I did not polish each and every one of them, on 3 separate occasions at the very least. I don't know, I don't really, need them. Hold thine applause, for there is a bonus reward for the victor who, by the end of this match, carries more badges. Thou shalt attain the role of a protagonist in the theatrical play of my making, Fixer Chronicles UFA. 'Tis an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm still not really, it's not doing anything for either of us. It's still a pretty useless reward, but if you're turning this into a competition, I won't lose. Seriously? What, scared you'll lose? Is history your weakness or something? Ha! I'll have you know that I was the teacher's pet in every single history class I took. And I'll have you know that I was, no matter the subject, showered with praise from every master I've ever had. Okay, if that's how you want to play it, I'll have you know that I was the prodigy in other classes too. I did great in art classes, pretty good in math too. I was just being humble because I didn't want to steal your thunder, Shichun. Oh, then let me tell you that time I was trained by the master in the mastery of at least 10 different disciples every single day. And in one of those days, you know what one of my masters told me? He said, oh my god! The competition. I don't really need these fixer badges. They do nothing for us. Is that the red one? Sinclair definitely sweeping on this. Oh my god. Got the Sinclair and Yuzang. Yay, W! Congrats, Praise Center! Let's go! Looks like Miss Jashichun's finally getting a feel for how friendships and close in age are forged in school. That's good. No matter how excellent her masters were, there are some experiences you can't learn from teachers. Dante be like, I TikToked in response. This year 505! What is the historical community's consensus on the most illustrious battle that Fixer UFA has said to have been partaken in? Allow me to impart the 3-trick clue, if thou hast paid attention. As I discoursed upon the 5 pillages in which Fixer UFA was mentioned, this should not be a difficult question to answer. The honorable Fixer of the Cerulean Heaven, who attained triumph in the Battle of the Rhino Tree in the year 465, has said what was the worst ordeal she had faced in her career. I got it! It's when she had to forge onward despite watching her dear comrades fall one by one as they held the line to buy her time. Ah, damn it! I was too slow! Hi, young Shichun! Thou art incorrect! Have a nice like Nautilus, thank you! Lord New Yisang's health is large. Damn! Honorable Fixer of the Cerulean Heaven is recorded to have testified that the worst ordeal in her career was when she was forced to stand before her enemies with hair that was not luscious, as the supply line breakage caused the regular delivery of nutritional supplements to cease. What thou hast suggested, young Shichun, was her 17th most difficult ordeal. She's speaking like she was actually there. Thine impression is quite understandable, for I am trained in the ways of vividly regaling these tales. But most of these tales are what I have learned from books. Much did I anticipate the opportunity to regale these tales to such an audience. Enough to study the ways of minstrels. Is the person she's talking about a middle member who knows? Lack of luscious hair. Damn, if that person were still alive, because I'm assuming they're not. Although I can't remember what year it is. I'm pretty sure it's not year 505 and stuff. Man, if Ricardo met her. There was a clear look of pride in her twinkling eyes. Oh god, I love it. She's posing! She's striking the poses and they got all the aw. Dawn being there actually may not be so far, of course. Oh, that's true. That's true. No, wait, she was in the tower. But, like, being old enough to know these, you know. Henshin! I spilled water on my glasses. It's okay, I can still see the screen. The time certainly flies when hearing the tales of exciting adventures. Okay, we have grown. Yay! And we've gotten more morale. What was the secret technique Honorable Fixer Lysander employed in his resolution of the case of the Fey Forest? Speak its name in full. I've got it. It's a summer night fantasia. Ha-ha! Yet I cannot let pass such an unmotivated retelling of his super ultimate move. Hardly could one internalize the true noble spirit of Fixers by simply reciting it with such apathy. Thou must recreate the exact pose and enunciation. Are you kidding me? Years 985. That was like half a millennia ago, right? Millennia is 1,000 years. Damn. Oh, come on, you can do this, Yachijun. You can do this. This is nothing. Illusions of a midsummer night shall devour thee. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. She's posing. It's so cute. She's crying. Dawn is crying in the back. Sinclair. Summer Night Fantasia! Thine enunciation was quite shaky upon the word illusions, yet thou hast demonstrated sufficient courage. Thus I bestow upon thee this badge. Chichun got it. Oh my god. I grow tired of this nonsense. Just how much longer are you planning to drag this on? Thus muttered the hero, then declared, I shall tear this evil storm asunder and find a place for this blade at the center of thy heart. Date lights, left side! Gotcha! Don Quixote, who was watching Sinclair and Jashichun's two-person play, silently wiped her tears away. Bravo! Bravo! Certain minor details were missed, but such that Yue the Fixer was left-handed and he had a habit of playing with his lighter in his left pocket before every duel twist. Wonderful reenactment indeed. There is no other critique to impart upon thee. When faced with great adversity in thine adventures, rekindle the memory of Yue the Fixer's final duel. Remember it well. Thus cometh to an end the lessons of today. Huh, but just for a moment, I think I'm starting to get it. That was nice! They actually did the entire play, and hi Lucy! Hi Lucy, welcome in! Another GS is art by Red Heavenly King Bamiro on Twitch. Yes. Got Sinclair Maxim at 2/3 of the interval. Let's go! Congrats, Medmir! Get why she was so obsessed with Fixers. Oh my god! Shichun's having the... I get it. Clutched tightly in Shichun's hands were the badges Don Quixote had gifted her. Oh my god, I get it. Enlightenment. Share them from when you need them. Yay! I was completely absorbed in the exhilarating tales of Fixers. I even forgot to breathe at one point. Yay, we grew! They got the same stats even though she's the one who won like that thing. And then you sang, no cut in? Okay, no cut in. I learned how to be more true to myself by looking in the mirror. Yeah, that's a lot of Ren. Oh, who do we unlock? Oh, we unlocked Faust. Shichun gained max HP. Understanding of city engineering and its practices. This is more on she. Okay. I can only have one of this for now. Okay. But what if I do this? Because like my logic is, we will lose morale, but then we'll gain it back at the end, which will be okay in the next run. Let's try it. Stop this. One lesson per teacher per day. Oh, really? Oh, you're right! Okay, wait, okay, that's true. I guess the first two instances were, yeah, they were just special. Okay. Boom! This is a component part taken from structures that forms H-Corp. This may prove to be an opportunity to conduct an in-depth analysis on the nature of the former H-Corp singularity, which has been enduring for such a time. Ha! You look kinda upbeat today, Miss Faust. Indeed. An opportunity to study the old H-Corp singularity is not one that comes by often. As there was potential for integration into Mephistopheles, you had no 3 sinners in the first... That's true. We only had less than 3, so we had duplicate missions. That's okay. Okay, I made a request to assemble a part from the bus's engine, but was denied. A shame. Aren't you the one who built Mephistopheles though, Miss Faust? Mephistopheles is indeed Faust's work, but not all of it was mine. It is possible that Faust may never reveal every small detail that went into its creation. I would very much enjoy a chance to completely disassemble it, even its engines, so that it could be reassembled with my own hands. Yeah, sure. Yeah, stat gain G. No, it exploded in Faust's face! It's so cute though. I've had something like that happen to me before. Like when I was like a dumb kid. When I was like a dumb kid, I had like extension cords, right? So extension cords, you can plug them in and then they have extra plugs, right? So I was a dumb kid playing with an extension cord. I forgot what I stuck in it. But it wasn't a plug. I stuck something in it and it exploded in my face and it broke the extension cord. And I feel like I was kindergarten. I had to wash everything and pretend that didn't happen, and I like played it off because I didn't want to get scolded. I remember that. Damn, Faust, I hope you'll be alright. It's kind of difficult to clean. Brain hurts for the new boss event. Skilling your brain. Oh, good luck, you got this though. Trust. Managed to learn various detailed mechanical fundamentals about old H-Corp technology. Okay, that's a lot of Zhi. Nice. Okay. So Zhi is now... Yong is our lowest stat. I guess the next person we unlock will have Yong. So that's how it works. I think I get it. Didn't think this would be how I get to learn more about old H-Corp. Good thing it didn't cause harm. Yeah, it's a good thing it didn't make a bigger explosion or anything. It just kind of poof. I think it had a lot of like... I can't remember it that well because it was a long time ago. But I think it had a lot of like the... If you press on something that's plugged in, right? And then there's nothing covering it, you'll get like a... How do you call it? Static? No, not really static, but like you get like a... You jitter or you jolt because you get shocked. Yeah, it had a pretty strong shock on my hand. That was... But luckily no big injury. Just kind of wind rated it with Rupture. I recently got the new Honglu. I haven't gotten to try him yet. He literally just got leveled up. If I press Wind Ray, I don't know what's happening. If I do it myself, I don't know what's happening. You killed the boss without reading a single thing. Dang. He's wiping your team. Oh no. Hierarch Honglu gets 1 revive if you use the new WoW ego to activate on his... Ooh. You can survive that twice with him. Holy shit. We're gonna slot him in for this. I don't think I can do much against the reconstruction days right now, but this knowledge will certainly come in handy when the day comes for me to gradually dismantle that iniquitous thing. I'm gonna assume that it's a negative thing that she said. The day when the Hongyuan can be a place where people can live without fear. Honglu is basically, hey show, bring me violence. Yeah, when you summarize it, Ocean, it was like skill 3, skill 3, skill 3, sub in another, hey show, skill 3. That's how my brain like processed it. He has pseudo unrelent. God dang. Evo even recovers 100 HP for him. I should level that ego then. I think I left it at 1. I don't remember. Okay. Without fear of encroaching reconstruction days, without obsessively counting the rooms to see if they'll fall or not, until Hongyuan can be a place where you can sleep with the promise of safe tomorrows. I'm sure you'll pull it off. Oh, and I learned a lot during this lesson too. Miss Faust, blew up. It actually blew up. Okay. The more Heisho died, the stronger hierarchy became. Ah. Oh, I said the voltage must have been set too high. Repeating experiments with a different combination of fuses and wires. There was supposed to be a lesson somewhere in there, right? What happened to the lesson? That's my secret, Captain. Okay, same cut in for Yuseng. How's our morale? How's our morale? Where's it? Ah, they're back to tip top at 100. That's good. That's good. Class has leveled up to expert. Oh yeah, in 3 it becomes expert. That's good. Jashichin slash resist. Oh hey, it's Greg. Was I right? Is he the... I mean, it's alright. He just gives really low sheet, but this is alright for you. Okay. Greg, hell yeah. Upgrade! Yay! New upgrade. We've only seen what? Oh, I can't see the EXP of their class. I was trying to do that. Oh! I actually have a couple from the first tree. Oh, okay. So these two together give extra stat gain to Ren and Shi. Okay. And then these two together give extra stat gain of Shi, and then class success rate +4. Ooh. Okay. Okay, well if I do this, I think we should slot in another Yisang, and then next thing we'll do is we're gonna have... They'll combo with each other. Yeah, I think I'll do this first, and then... Because we're max morale. I feel like it's gonna be a waste if we do like a +40 morale just like that. Unlike some other classes, which were more on the upbeat side of things. Oh. The room's air felt grim and solemn as soon as everyone saw what Gregor had written on the chalkboard. On War. Losing a wing war leaves much larger, longer-lasting impact on some medium-sized enterprise shop closing up shop. It might be too soon to talk about this, but we came pretty darn close to one recently, didn't we? Well, we were this close to a large-scale war breaking out right here, which would have absolutely happened if Miss Shichun were to fail her ascension, and it would have spread like wildfire too. So my class is going to be about exactly what happens when a war... Oh. The piece of chalk slipped from Gregor's fingers as he went to scribble something on the board. His left hand was trembling as though the room's temperature had plummeted only for him. Aww. Man, why is it gotta... Excuse me, Miss Zilu, is it okay if I smoke? Go ahead. You good? Well, when else am I gonna get a chance to share the realities of war right to a wing chief executive officer's face, huh? Dynasty Warriors experience exists so she doesn't mispronounce the stars. No, watch me. Cow cow. The moments that just don't come off your skin no matter how hard you scrub at them. Hey, take a break if you need it. I'm going to listen to every word you have to say here today, no matter how long it takes. Man, do I appreciate that sentiment. Well, still though. I can't dilly-dally when Miss Shichun's got other stuff to deal with, huh? So, let's take a look at how things were at the very beginning of the Wing War. Aww. I feel bad for him. Like, it was really rough for him, even like the metamorphosis stuff. Gonna hope you make it through the bosses right now. Okay, I'll try. Well, I don't know if I'll make it that far tonight. It's already like 11:09. Managed to understand the troubles most foot soldiers go through. Learned to get a better idea of the flow of a battlefield. Okay, that's a lot of Young. Good, good, good. Young really needed to catch up anyway. My war tales. Aww. And that's why the smoke war fronts were mostly characterized by trench warfare. No one wanted to risk fighting in the concrete jungles where they could be surrounded by enemies at all times. So, everyone tried to draw each other out to an open field battle, which naturally turned into trench warfare. Of course, every wing has a different singularity, so this isn't really applicable to all cases. It's just that the former G-Corp found flat plains easier to maneuver in. 30-day class is already a bit long. Yeah, that's fair. Well, we'll see how far we get. I don't know how long we're gonna take on 30-day classes. But I feel like, because if I stop right at the 30-day classes, we're not even halfway, kinda, right? Because it's like 12 nodes in the intervallo. You might want to replay it to get the achievements to boot. True. Because I don't think I'm gonna get them all. I feel like the Guanyuan could make pretty good use of the Hongyuan as a defensive fortress, especially with its internal structure constantly shifting around, which the Heisho know and use very well. Exactly. This should explain why they were hesitating outside the Guanyuan. Remember the thumb fellas? The ones who met who were going in circles? Not to mention how the Heisho all utilized the topography of the Hongyuan differently. Even if an outsider were to get a read on how one of the branches maneuver around Hongyuan, as long as the 12 Heisho branches are standing, the Hongyuan is unassailable. Well, despite going into all that, I'm sure we all know what the best answer in all warfare is. Not having a war in the first place. I'll be honest, I can't stop thinking about some stories you've been telling us. I can't even imagine what it would have been like to have to not only witness it, but to go through all of that. We did visit your fathoms, Gregor, but that wasn't even the tip of the iceberg. The city was devoured in smoke, its citizens in madness. He'd always shrug off those stories as ramblings of the past, but during the war, he stood at the center of the heartless machines that was the city, its every gear calibrated to slaughterhouse precision to maximize the death of its people. There, he must have witnessed things far worse than the city presently has to offer. His eyes gazed beyond the veil of bygone past, shaking relentlessly in pursuit of what he has no more. Oh boy. Sorry, fellas. I'm afraid I got carried away lamenting what happened if I forgot this was supposed to be a class. I'll be sure to prep something more useful next time. No. Everything you told me really solidified my resolve. This chaos within the Hongyuan needs to come to an end soon, lest something so horrible could happen. I'm heading to my next class. But wait for me! Even after the two students had left, Gregor lingered in that room for a while, lighting up a cigarette after cigarette without erasing what he wrote on the chalkboard. Smoke soon filled the room. He left only after almost emptying the entire pack. Aww. Greg. Why is it still exploding? That's so funny. The passes on the bus are saying, oh no! I also saw this weird guy in a mask. He was really into food for some reason. Oh, okay. Young Ren really is super high up. Okay. Well, we're still making it go higher. How's his EXP? Ooh, maybe like one more and he becomes master, I feel. Okay. I think it's a good thing Greg has Zante there to rewind the damage he does to his... Yeah, that's so real. Gain Jin Gang's bolus passive improved. Oh. Oh, brother. Okay. We're on -6. Me about the not combo shit. Or maybe something will pop up. I don't know. We'll find out. Because it's only like highlighting things I already know as a combo. Wait, if this is plus 40 morale, if this is -6, -6, watch this. Me trying to force Yisang to become a master. Is it that hard to clear everything and start at the same time as she? I'm just really slow, trust. Messing around and leveling all of them to the master will get you close enough to all you. Oh yeah, let's go. Next threshold for morale level down is 75. Ooh. And then I assume that the next thing will start. And this will make me like 74. Which means that the best thing to do is to slot in Don Quixote in the middle. And then like here. It'll make me go below, it's gonna be like 94, but then that's not gonna be bad for the next turns after. We won't have to pick Don Quixote again right away. Okay. I think that's okay. I'm still gonna slot in Yusang though. I want him to level up to master now. I think he's gonna be master. Let's see. How are classes going, Shichun? Oh, Dayu! Okay. I'm not you, big bro. I pay attention in class. Oh, hello, Miss Dayu. She was really insistent on helping me out, even though I refused because she looked preoccupied. The moment I found out about the contents of his lesson plan, I simply could not allow him to do this alone. Looks like it's gonna be another serious class. Apologies for the delayed greetings. Dayu of the Lin family formally extends her greetings to the venerable hierarch. Been a while since I heard that greeting around here. Wait, what about Big Sis Baotsai? Are you sure it's okay for the Shu family bodyguard to be here? I am no longer employed by Miss Baotsai's bodyguard. Oh, wait, don't tell me we got you. Everything I did that day, including accompanying you, was under Miss Baotsai's orders. As for why she no longer needed my services, I don't understand myself. She suddenly let me go after the trouble was over. Well, you see... Gotta go. Good luck with your runs. Just finish yours. Got all the excellency. Good. Thank you, Medimir. Have a nice day or night. Thank you for driving by. You cook, barely get the 33 sanity, can barely win class so fast. As soon as he gets low sanity, which makes you work harder for— Oh no! I can't quite comment because I don't really know the bosses yet. And I'm not gonna like read too deeply into it until I try it out myself, but yeah. All that's left for you is the grand currency. Ooh. So, what's there for you to teach me, big bro? Your last lesson plan is not about making things awkward. It's about not making things awkward. Got vetoed by Zilu, so you could have taught me a thing or two when we were still kids. But come on, you spent most of your time stuck in the Hongyuan before leaving Hongyuan. I don't know what you could possibly have to teach me. Ah, you have an appointment. Ah, good day or good night, and take care on your appointment. Yeah. Shared Sinclair for those waiting to take him. Yeah. Don't you worry, Shichun. This is the one thing I'm pretty good at. My lesson for Shichun and Sinclair is, in clear, neat handwriting, Honglu wrote "Surviving Hongyuan" on the chalkboard. Oh, well, I don't think I need any help in that department from you. Look, I know you've had your fair share of assassination attempts, big bro, but the previous hierarch and the elders sheltered you from the worst of it. She's not wrong. Back when we had to fight our way through a bunch of sweepers, weren't you also one of the handful who got assassinated? Oh, that! I was wandering the hallways because I felt like something was off about my room. Until Dante told us to go back to our rooms, of course. Wait, it was my fault! You do have some intuition, I'll give you that. Looks like I'm going to have to prove myself. Dayu, would you mind preparing the thing? The thing! You have my uttermost faith, but please do practice caution. Sometime later, Lin Dayu appeared with 4 bowls splishing with tea before sprinkling some powder into them. What's that? It's powdered wolfsbane. I see where this is going. You're gonna teach me how to tell which of these bowls contain poison, right? You can stop now. I learned to recognize infamous poisons like wolfsbane when I was 7. If it was something as tame as what you're suggesting, Venerable Hierarch, I would not have been here to accompany him. Linda, you continued her process, sprinkling wolfsbane powder into 2 more bowls. Honglu, who was watching that with an oddly contented expression, closed his eyes. Please mix them up, Dayu. Okay, wait, what? We stared in confusion. We could hardly tell what was going on with the speed of which Lin Dayu swapped around the bowls. When we looked back at Honglu, there were 3 silver spoons in his hand. Those silver spoons were custom made at the Guanyuan's request. A must-have item for children of the 4 great houses. They can detect non-sulfuric poison as well. Yeah, I know, they're actually... Actually what? It's nothing. In Hongyuan, where we are beset by threats of assassination from all directions, knowledge alone isn't enough to save you. What the heck are you... But Honglu opened his eyes before Jia Shichun could finish her sentence. And then, he throws the silver spoons in his hands like throwing pins towards 3 bowls. 3 of the bowls. And immediately chugs the 4th bowl, which he hadn't thrown a spoon at. Holy crap, are you insane? You barely even checked them for... Shiren's newer tea is always delicious even when cooled. The 3 silver spoons Honglu had cast earlier were slowly melting away after quickly becoming tarnished black. Is most main poison supposed to melt through metal? No way. People like him. People like to be thorough with their poisons into the Guanyuan. Since everyone's been trained for immunity since childhood, you have to make a mixture of various poisons to have a real effect. Fine, I don't even want to argue. What's your secret? I want to know too. Do they sound different or something? I just went with my hunch. Just a hunch? How are we supposed to learn that? We're not Heathcliff, you know? You get the hang of it after a few tries. Good luck! We'll just rewind you if you die, Sinclair. I'll help you out. Shall we begin with 2 bowls? Damn! I'm banished to tell the difference between the bowls by reading Honglu and Dayu's subtle tells. Oh! Oh, that's why he has a bunch of bowls. Okay. 9 plus 12, 9, 12. Oh, Sinclair only got 2 Yong instead of 9. Okay. Smart Falcom's story wanted to be Silent Suzuka of the dirt tracks, but one for turf. Wouldn't it just be Silence? Real. When are we vroom vrooming? I don't know. I'm trying. You see, when you say you avoided whatever felt wrong with just a hunch, you were reflexively identifying the threat by reading the room and connecting it to your intuitive experiences. Aha! You were using Miss Dayu's anxious breathing to clue you in. So this is how you managed to survive for so long. Listen carefully, Shichun. I know that the adepts of the Heisho will try to come to your aid with the flick of your wrist. And I know that your residence, Nuan Xiangwu, will be engineered by the best craftsmen to become a safe fortress stocked to the brim with all kinds of useful boluses to protect your life. Even still, there will come a day when you feel like this creeping sensation whose origin you can't identify. And when it does, I hope you won't brush off that sensation as nothing. Huh, you're worrying over nothing. Jashichun whipped away from Honglu as if to express dissatisfaction, but her softened expression told me she was glad to see him worried. Oh. Alright, let's recover. So time. Oh no, it wasn't that great. Damn, our bonus is gone. Reduce the atoms. Okay. Courage to confront. Oh, they're a combo! Yisang and Honglu are a combo. Okay, nice. Learn to be true to myself by looking to the mirror. Ah, I love it. I love that they're a combo for that. Okay. It's 92. Okay, now he's a master. That's great. Every 6 days, you will be subject to midterms prepared by the board of directors, Jiayuan-chun. A palanquin has been prepared to take you to the exam sites, and only by passing the test may Jashi-chun retain her status as the family hierarch. My lady. Oh, don't worry yourself too much, Master Wei. You sound like you're at a funeral. She will pass these tests with ease as long as she has been diligently taking her classes. No, it's... I simply hope I can survive until she returns. It seems that Wei's rather funereal voice wasn't out of his concern for Shichun. Wei, are you sure you're okay? I can't escape them, even in my dreams. The unfinished bundles of paper were cascading over me like a storm, burying me. No way! Courage to confront because of how their cantos ends. Yeah, it's very... I like it. Steel yourself, for that was no dream at all. In fact, never once have I seen paperwork trained in the arts of airwalking until now. I must be severely sleep deprived. Looks like we're not the only ones going through the ringer. Okay, so now that's 2, 13, 10. Great. Defense level and inner self passive. Wait, that's a completely different passive that she didn't have before. Ah, offense level up. Wow! Let's go! I don't know how to feel about going into a fight and our Yoga is the lowest thing, but let's see. You got this, Shichun. It's the first one. Surely we're not gonna fail. Oh, it's you! Hey, you're one of the she-boys. Huh, we finally meet. I'd hoped to fight you in the family hierarch war. If you run into me, then... Isn't this supposed to be a sparring match? Why does it sound like you have a personal grudge against me? Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all. Why in the world would I ever hold a grudge against you? The result of the family hierarchy war couldn't be any clearer. Everyone even remotely connected to the mess has been dragged away and put under investigation. And hey, guess what? They dragged away half away my family! Which means more room for me, and I should really thank you, right? Is she something, dude? Yeah, she's something. That's why I can't even remember the rest of his name. It's just she something. Honestly, why don't you just declare war against the Shi family at this point? Wouldn't that be much easier? War's not easy. Never is. What are you talking about all of a sudden? Yeah! Get him with the lessons from Greg! It's not something we should be talking so lightly about, even as a joke. Your family was arrested because they are under investigation for treason against the Guanyuan. If they're innocent, they will be released soon enough. I know it's pretty much a given that they'll all be ruled guilty regardless of what really happened. I can't even pay them a visit because you've hidden their cells all over the Hongyuan. They're not hidden. All holding cells within the Hongyuan have always been designed to move around in very short intervals. You know, that does seem like the kind of design that would lead people to make some unfortunate assumptions, though I'm sure the initial purpose was to prevent escapees. She a jobber, dude? Who's this guy? She? Who's it? What's it? I recently gained a better understanding of Hongyuan's structure, so I'm planning to change our policies so that prisoners that are still on trial are allowed to have fixed locations. Really? Where'd you? I was lucky enough to have a few excellent classes recently. Managed to reflect upon myself a bit too. Huh, you did change a little. Still, you better not expect me to go easy on you. I've got my own things to take care of. Good. Come on, let's do this. Many illustrious fixers of the past have said, naught but disparagement awaits unjust victories. Oh my god, let's go! Oh, in color! Oh, I love the soft pink that she's wearing. Oh, we didn't get this in color earlier. Oh, cute. Okay, what's up, she's something? All I have to do is press the bell because she's doing it herself, right? Yeah! We are unstoppable. Pride's fall. This is the very first time and I'm already losing it, like... I love it. She's even at 45 sanity. I wonder if it's because our mood is really high. Gong rate. It's fun. Aw, and reflect upon none other than myself. At one point, this guy was stonewalling me. Oh, really? It's because of the mood? Yeah, for real. We're at max mood. Yeah, it's okay, Phrase. It's good to take a break if you're having a hard time or you're stuck. Alright, let's go. Choo-choo and sweep! I think this guy can't do anything to us. All talk, huh? She's something. When you can see his name right there, but you just refuse to say it. Gong. She's so busted over here. Boom. Alright, he's staggered. Let's go. Oh. Oh, we don't go all the way to killing it. Okay, I mean, I guess it was just a midterm. It was just a test. Like... Good for you! You won! Now stop giving me that look and get out of here. You lost most of your clan during the family hierarchy war, didn't you? Yeah, so what? Are you calling me a penniless loser? Yeah. You little... And I'm sure that's what I look like to you too. I don't want your I don't want your... Sorry. Every clan member who died in the evaluation to have died for nothing. If I show weakness, it means I'm making everyone who participated in the evaluation look weak. So I'm going to win, and I'm going to win without the fertile soil of my predecessors have left behind, because their legacy was unjustly nourished by the blood and tears of Hongyuan itself. Shi Huazhen, you're tenacious, determined, and strong of will. That must be why everybody stood by you, down to the last man. You knew my name? Oh my god, he's having a life-changing moment here because we didn't know we didn't bother with his name. I do. So, what do you think? Wanna make him sing your name in glory for the remaining history of the Hongyuan? Oh, let's go! We're winning someone over! Now they gotta win more people over trust. It's Ishmael! Okay, so she has a bunch of Yong. That's good. We need this is like what's it from Somnium Fast Kagami? Ooh, who are you again? Kagami! Ishmael, huh? Loki, I feel like it. Trust. Something's gonna combo, trust. Hi, Kapen, thank you for dropping by. Nice to see you. I'll grab that pudding hat in a sec. Let's go. Like, I heard a sound effect. Is that the sound effect of triggering a combo? Something's gonna work. Okay, here you go, pudding hat. Okay. Have you heard you managed to come out on top of your first sparring match? Congrats. Thanks. I gotta admit, your classes are definitely coming in handy. I like your attitude. Well, shall we take a look at what I prepared for today? Chi? Oh no. Is it cooked? Is it our mood? Is it gonna go way lower than I anticipated? You're not unchecking the option not to show the reminder. Yeah, I'm doing that on purpose. Wait, I was unchecking it. Yeah, that's right. I thought you said I didn't uncheck it. I mean, I guess I can just leave it off. I didn't want to do it because I was thinking about how I unchecked that. How I told like Uma Musume to stop reminding me about it, and then I keep misclicking. But to be fair, there's only one thing to click here, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, I wanted it to show, but I can save time by removing it. I like your attitude. Well, shall we take a look at what I prepared for today? You're teaching about exploring, huh? And it's gonna be an indoors class? Yep, exploring. Where should we begin? It's a very big subject. Free soloing to the top of the highest building in Hongyuan, surviving 10 days in Hongyuan backstreets with only 3 items. I had plenty of ideas, but most of them got denied. Right, and rightly so. It should actually be the reverse. Check the option to not get reminded. Yeah, understandable. And that's when I realized that exploring isn't always limited to adventures in the physical space. A few weeks ago. So I'm just here to fill in since this game needs a certain number of players, but... Really? Can you really call this tabletop game an adventure? Oh my god, they're playing... Yes. Yet in games of make-believe, any simulacra can be made as real as... What a move! Oh, nice. I'm gonna roll for damage. Oh god, yeah, young Ishmael, thou hast absolutely plummeted the Gorgon Beast with thy fireball spell, rendering it most crispy. It was a formidable foe. That was wonderfully executed, Miss Ishmael. Huh? Really? Well then, as my next move... Oh my god, are they playing D&D? And that's how you came up with this? I played a few other games, but this is new for me too. I'm still pretty new in general, I guess. This is called Jianghu Journeys, or J&J. It's a popular game among Hongyuan's youths. It's gotten generally positive reviews too. Oh my god, we're playing J&J! It's not D&D, it's J&J. What Ishmael so proudly presented before everyone appeared to be a board game with numerous cards and minifigures. Okay, what does these huge piles of papers have to do with the exploration? Rule number 1. The most experienced player among those gathered becomes JM. JM? Yeah, Journey Master. The Journey Master designs the story around the player's choices, sets the stage for what happens next, and generally helps guide the explorers to arrive safely at their goals. That's why the most experienced player takes that role. Which would be me. Wisdom, Strength, Dexterity, each character seems to have these things called stats. It looks like we have to pick from a set of pre-made characters for this one. They should try out Monsters and Mayhem or M&M's for short. So I'm supposed to be playing this character's role. Sinclair and Jashichun picked up their cards with confusion clear in their eyes. You arrive at the great city of Yanyun, Smoke Cloud, a place known to be a gathering hub for all kinds of influential people. You traveled here in search of a legendary treasure. It's called, the Tianya Sword. Sword of Farland. A city of Yanyan, huh? Cool. So why are we looking for that sword again? Whew, it's because, so there's this legend in Yanyan about the sword of... Right, the Tianya sword. It's the only way to quell the chaos in these lands and bring peace to its people. And also, about how having that sword is the proof of a true leader in these lands. And so on and so forth, you know? Ishmael was stuttering and stammering through the introduction without her usual confidence. I see. The city called Yanyun must be in a lot of trouble too. Seemingly affected by the oddly familiar setting of the story, Jashichun nodded solemnly without noticing Ishmael stumbling through the introduction. Well, you know how it is. The point is, you guys need to go and find that sword. Then I will claim the Tianya sword no matter what it costs me. Jashichun nods with determination. Hell yeah! Also, that's why they get a board game there. I love it. I love J&J. What a wonderful adventure that was. I'm so excited for our next session. I mean class. All stats +1. Oh, okay. That's the Ishmael Faust combo. Okay, that's a lot of young. Good. And then that means our morale's gonna dip at the end of this, and we have to start with Don Quixote later. Oh shit, but we're gonna unlock a new sinner, so Don Quixote will be second. Aw, dang. Okay. From the rumors you've gathered, it seems that the Kazan Keep may have heard of the whereabouts of the sword. What will you do? I walk up to the Kazan Keep, chat him up, and try to gain his trust. Are you sure? Remember, your wisdom is extremely low right now, which means that you'll find it hard to farm even the simplest sentences. What if I found a different way to gain the Kazan Chief's trust that doesn't involve sweet-talking him? I do have a pretty high strength strat, which should give me access to certain alternative methods of persuasion that doesn't require skill in speechcraft. Hold on. I'll try to convince the Kazan Chief. I think I got a decent chance. My wisdom is pretty high. No, he was gonna intimidate or curse him, wasn't he? You passed the check. The Kazan Keep looks at you, having lowered his guard. Oh, not you, Sinclair. He's still pretty wary of you. Okay, then I guess I'll just stand in the corner over there, unsheath my weapon, and play around with it for a bit. That's what he expects me to do anyway, isn't it? You're role-playing Heathcliff now, aren't you? The Kazan Keep shares some information about the sword he heard. He explains that the party should seek northeast towards Ninji Mountain. Cloud rise. But, what's this? Tears well in Kazan Keep's eyes as he continues to explain. Apparently, a patrolling guard beat his son pretty badly just for loitering around the guard. The wound is pretty severe, so he needs medicine, but he can't seem to find any. Oh no. That's too bad, but we got a job to do. Since we got what we came for, we'll leave the Kazan. Well, they say the JMs aren't supposed to interfere with the player's choices, but let's be honest, I would have made the same choice. You can't stop and help out for every little side quest when there's a whole adventure to go through. No, we're not leaving. I'm gonna get him that medicine. What? After a few turns of various trials and tribulations for Sinclair, the Kazan Keep's son, who was fortunately able to recover, hears your story and hesitantly shares what he knows. You realize he's talking about the fairy Yaoguai, the guardian of the Tianya sword. He explains that the fairy Yaoguai's power grows right under bright moonlight. Hold on, isn't it full moon now? Then we should wait until the sky's overcast. Hearing that, the innkeep's son takes a quick look at the clouds and tells you that it might be raining in about a week. Ah, glad we helped him out. Whew, okay, let's make sure we're prepared before we go. You're gonna have to roll 15 or higher to hit. Oh my god, they're so locked in! I know, I'm focused. Hey, I rolled a 16! With the final singular strike from Jashichun, the fairy Yaoguai finally falls to the ground, defeated. Yes, the Tianya sword is ours! Excited, the party runs up to the sword, embedded deep into the earth, and enthusiastically grabs upon the hilt. With this we can... However, the defeated fairy Yaoguai, whom the party assumed was dead, suddenly jumps to its feet and lunges at Jashichun, who had just pulled the sword from the ground. No! I quickly get between Shichun and the monster. But if that crits, it's gonna be pretty deadly, even for you. Let's see if you can make the evasion save one and another one. Nope, that's a critical fail. Oh, it's okay. Sinclair falls to the ground, bleeding profusely from the gaping wound. The Yaoguai lies still as well, the final vestiges of its strength completely spent. He actually got beat up! Sinclair! Go on without me. Take that sword and go down to the village and become the leader that they need. Use that sword as your proof. No. No, this sword wouldn't mean anything without my adventuring buddy. I'm going to bandage Sinclair up and carry you back. I won't leave him behind and descend the mountain all on my own. Wait, if that's your choice, then, yeah. The bleeding stops as soon as you wrap him up. He's just that sturdy, you know? That strike would have killed pretty much anyone, but you know how healthy he is. On your feet, Sinclair. We're getting out of here together. Grab onto my shoulder. That's it, step by step. Hey, Shichun, look over there. Everyone we'd helped and saved on our journeys come out to welcome us home. You're right. If it weren't for you, Sinclair, I never would have stopped to talk to every single villager there to hear their troubles. The sword was only a symbol all along. All of our efforts, the experiences we gained in our journey for the sword, were what taught us how to be a good leader, not the sword itself. She rolled a nat 20. Real. Sinclair was genuinely about to die. You're right. The real success of this adventure was everyone's efforts along the way. I feel like the game overtook the class at some point along the way. But it was good! You know, now I know enough about urban and trench warfare to give an explanation of my own. Yay! Oh, they make it, yeah. And there's the bonus. Managed to learn of the H-Corp fundamentals. Lots of zh. Okay, nice. Okay, now we're just on okay mood. Okay, expert for Faust already. Yes, I'm lucky. We didn't get another person in before I could do Dawn's class. Good. I thought we were gonna unlock someone else, and then I would be forced to do that before I get to upgrade. Yay! So you just became an expert. Okay. Huh. Wait. I wonder if any of this will go together. Well, let's find out. Okay, fine. Let's just go and remove that. Damn! I guess there's no combo. Fuck. Okay, then. That's okay. Yeah! So we're on day 8. One more for Ishmael and one more for Honglu before they become experts. Okay. This is my classroom. We are teaching. Plays D&D with classmates. Let's go. Oh! Oh, he's also morale! Okay. Thank you, Marceau. That's pretty cool of you. Okay, if you're also morale, then... Zhi and then Yong, I guess. Zhi and Yong. Oh yeah, prep time will combo. There's no combo between you. Let's see what happens. Ah, that was a combo. Okay. Yeah, it only shows combos you discover, but I was trying to check if I was thinking of the right turn. It's not like you don't know if there's a combo or not yet. Yeah, I don't know yet, but like I can hear that like sound effect when we enter in and there's a combo. That's what I was waiting for. We didn't get that last turn, unfortunately. In regards to every activity, involvement of unnecessary emotions and personal judgment is to be wasteful. I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that. Then, I will share an excerpt from Sinclair's exchange with the manager 32 days ago. Begin quote. Huh? 32 days ago? What? Excuse me, Dante. I'm sorry, I have to ask you this, but most of us are fatally wounded, so could you please turn the clock just one more time? End quote. Unnecessary interjections weighed down your request. Wow, that's pretty bad. Did I really study that badly? Hi, Val! Welcome in! Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good time playing. You were also playing Limbus, I believe, in the checkup intervallo. How was the checkup intervallo? Hope you had a fun time. Let me give you a shout out. Hiya! Just look away from the spoilers in the screen. But thank you so much for the raid. Very funny. Yeah! Checkup interval is very funny. She is GG Hohenheim. It's Jover. It's Jover for him. Why do you hate him? How far did you get? This Carrie Bell from killing Faust. Eh? Nani? Nande? What happened? Hohenheim's pretty funny. Yeah, I think he's pretty funny. I mean, I thought he was alright. I mean, I guess I can find why... I can kind of glean why you might find him a little frustrating at some point in time, but yeah. Try not to press S-Trude. ABS file. Who the hell is ABS file? I'm like... Wait. ABS files. Oh, Arthur Blossom Star! Oh! The fire one. Okay. I didn't... I didn't remember. Bomb Faust. Yes. Wait, does she blow up if you use her S3? Is that why you were trying not to press her? I've never been able to use her yet. Ah, that one can explode herself. She has 30 plus bro. I see. Were you thinking of some sort of bowel movement? Yeah. Only at 30 burn. Oh, so below that is alright. Okay. Okay. I understand. Oh, so does that mean Vel was in those kinds of fights? I hope you have fun though. Thank you so much for the raid. Please feel free to look away. Because we are playing ahead, but yeah. I will now continue. Thank you. It is a waste of time to involve emotions when delivering unfavorable news. The same message could have been delivered by merely 2 words. We failed. It was the rock mecha to... Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Also have fun. Thank you. Let us commence field practice. Do not ask me a single question for the next 5 minutes. Huh? Well, okay, sure. Seems easy enough. Suddenly, Result let out a cry as he clutched his chest and fell to the floor. Eh? What the hell is he doing? Are you okay? Oh shit, you failed! That was it! That was a question! Like, bro, it's been like 10 seconds! Result, you okay? His eyes snapped open. Task failed. 5 minutes have not passed. You're cheating. This reminds me of the incident Sinclair had so desperately wished to hide. What? The what? The what? Who wished to what? Despite your belief that no one would ever find out your secret, there was one person who got to the bottom of the incident. Come on, just what did you see? Failed again. Oh my god. Mersaw hitting you with the... That was a trick question. Class over. Oh my god. Chilling in mirror mode, gaga. You see, let's go. God, Mersaw is... Rage baiting Mersaw. Oh my god. Surprisingly very funny at like the way he like acts it out. Wing employees of the month. Oh, they're the combo. Okay. What is a lot of Zhu? Okay, Zhu Yongren. Faust. Boom. Recreated the thing from her blueprint. Yay. Okay, a couple more innocents. Alright. 20 morale. Oh, that's quite a good combo. What? I now know enough about. Okay, go exploring on my own. No, don't do it. My Wartails level up to expert. Actually, I like that combo. Shichun, min and max speed +1. Gain the HP. Gain slash. Okay. Do I have a combo with... It's Faust and Ishmael. I guess I could go with Faust and Ishmael. Because I kind of want to like... I want to level these guys up to expert as well. Because he's already master, so it's alright. This is like... Young... You're... Yeah, I guess it's okay. Yeah, that's fine. In class. Prep time. Worked with Sinclair to come up with creative solutions for all kinds of adventures we face. Okay, yay! Okay, level up to expert. Good. This should level up to expert too. Managed to tell the difference of the bowls. Yay! I wish Dayu had a sprite here. Because she's also part of this, but she's not showing off. Aw. Knew he was a test at first, but the second one really got me with the incident. Makes me curious. Same! I really wonder what he means. Okay, based on the skills I learned, managed to recreate a machine. Yay! Slaughter. Okay, nice. Okay, 22277. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Jashichun's Crimson Strike skill has improved. Jashichun's Rupture skill has improved. Okay. Gained 1 level, more slash resistance. Oh, okay, nice. Day 11. We're getting closer to another midterm. We're getting Otis. Okay, so Otis has Jin Yong higher. She should. Okay. We're gonna end up doing this, but it's gonna morale down to -8. So we need to get back that morale afterwards. Thinking to use Don Quixote so that we can get her up, and then she should. Can use Don Quixote to get her higher up, and then I think Yong is the one that's still lagging behind, so let's try to get more Yong, which is just Ishmael right now. I don't know if any of this will combo. It's more of dependent on Otis, because I'm pretty sure these two don't have one. Yeah, they don't have one. Marisol and Gregor, I kind of want to save them for each other soon. So that's why she's -8, so I assume she's gonna start on expert probably, that's why. Yeah, she does. Okay, wait, I'm blind! Okay. Ah! A combo hit. Nice. Attention! Today's lesson will cover intelligence acquisition. In other words, men, you will learn how to gain information from people. Hey, I'm pretty good at that. You just have to turn them to your side by being generous with my spending, by setting a good example as a superior, and then they'll eventually open up. Foolishness! Huh? That is among the worst strategies I've ever had the displeasure of hearing. Do you not see how wasteful it is to spend a limited military budget? How wasteful it is to spend so much precious time trying to butter them over? The most efficient means of obtaining intelligence is torture. Torture? Ha! I'd hardly say that's the worst strategy I'd ever had the displeasure of hearing. I'd rather not waste my clan's strength on something so utterly useless like that. Besides, if you end up accidentally killing them... Foolishness! Foolishness. Intelligence acquisition would be really funny if it were literal. Jeez, can you stop saying that word? How simplistic and disappointing. Your imagination falls short. If that's all you can think of when you hear the word torture, then this unit... this isn't exactly a military unit. Then this Hong Yuan may indeed be beyond your ability to lead. Well, I'm waiting. Go get on with your lesson. The mention of Hong Yuan seemed to put Shichun in a thoughtful mood as she stopped arguing and began focusing on the class. The most effective method of torture isn't physical. Things like waterboarding, electrocution are all inferior. Today, you will learn the torture of language. With this method, you will always find the answer you want. So use speechcraft to entrap their minds and slowly constrict around them. And let them take brief sighs of relief every time they give you an answer. That, cadets, is what you will be learning today. To your positions, cadets! Aw! Learn some threats and intimidating expressions I could use to frighten the target. Shall never surrender 20 morale. Oh, between them. Okay. Shi Young and Ren. Okay. Okay, so this is like extra. Well, that means she's one away from being master. Yeah, never surrender. Otis will be using Indica Tactic. Worked with Sinclair to come up with creative solutions. Yippee! Oh, wait, here it is. I knew we had like one coming up. I just didn't think it would be now. Imagine Otis singing about a bag. All I gotta do is open this bag. Ithaca tactic. Yeah, Dawn's just morale, yeah. So, I hear you've defeated Shi Huazhen. You would do your best not to let that get to your head. He's always been our family's greatest shame. Hey, watch yourself. Haven't you learned not to underestimate the family underdogs? What? Oh, you don't know? You see, I managed to talk Shihuazen into, you know. What? No, it cannot be. He couldn't have spilled the beans on my parents. Ha! My men are already underway. But how did you know it was Block 32? I barely managed to get them into a hiding spot there. Oh, so it's Block 32. Ah, we got her! Morale equals sanity for midterm. Hell yeah! Job romance too? Yeah, he just kind of let it all slip. Did you just... Yeah, I did. Huh, that was easier than it was during class. I've heard stories about how you've changed. I didn't know you had changed into such a heartless woman. Say something, damn it. Don't just stand there completely expressionless and... Oh, I see. You won't be shaken by silly little things like this, huh? That may befit the state of hierarch, however. A leader who responds with silence to their inferiors, a leader who considers them only disposable tools, is bound to rot. I, Shi Jing, refuse to let somebody so unqualified such as yourself retain power. Bye. Echo? What do you mean? This guy's a hypocrite. Yeah, for real. Gong. So 37. It's not bad. It's not 45, but it's easy to get it up. Quite a good starter, especially since they're at 0. Gong. He got trolled. Well, that is part of the art of, like, deception and torture, like Otis was teaching us. I am so proud of them. Okay, gong. I like how all I have to do in this battle is gong. Gong. I don't have to read anything. I just gong. Gong. Oh, the cut-in! Gong. Easy battle. I love it. Come on, just stagger already. You stand no chance. We're in a good mood. Just imagine Dante smashing the gong every few seconds. Yeah, pretty much. God, I love how the cut-ins have the different sinners. Alright, there you go. We got him. Bong! Damn it! I was so close. No, you weren't. Did you ever really take the time to think about what might happen if Big Sister Yuan Chun actually gained control of the Hongyuan? Sure, it's going to be all buddy-buddy at first. She's going to acknowledge the authority of the board of directors, butter you all up, and compensate you for your efforts. But soon, you're going to see people from the other nest coming in here and taking up administrative positions under the guise of advisors. And it's the small families and clans that are going to suffer first. And when that time comes, I bet you'll be saying the same thing then. I was so close. It's going to be a while before other members of your family are let go. You know this already. They committed treason. They were piggybacking off of Big Sister Yuan Chun's forces, and in reality, she had already discarded them before it even began. She's made sure that nothing about this treason's going to stick to her. Father. Now, let's think about this carefully. About Jia Yuan Chun's vision for the Dugan Yuan. Will it be more H Corp or Q Corp? I see the point you're making. But you have not given us any reason to trust you either. What guarantee do I have that you won't just toss us aside when we're no longer useful? So about that hiding place where you put your parents that you just accidentally let slip? I'd known their whereabouts for a while actually. My Heisho had identified their location long ago. But I didn't do anything because there wasn't really any evidence that pointed to your parents' involvement. Is that true? Just how low is your opinion of the hierarch? Big Sister Yuan Chun made a big show of her own influence at the assembly, but I still have a tight control over the Heisho of the family hierarch. But I thought you were arresting every member of the Shi family without even questioning them. What was it again? Leaders must take good care of those who are in the same boat as them. Why would any hierarch go around arresting innocent people of H Corp left, right, and unnecessarily making more enemies for themselves? I sure don't plan on doing that. Oh, see? Believe in us. Dummy. Oh, Yoshu! Hey! What? Taking care of children? Oh my god, no way. Oh my goodness. Let's go. 8, 8, 16. 92 minus 16. Dropping it. Picture Association Encyclopedia for Dumb. Hell yeah. It's them. Daycare time. Hell yeah. This should give me a bunch of shit. Not a lot of young, but it'll keep our morale up considering 16. Yeah. That's fine. TKTDWK. Teaching kids how to deal with kids. Heh, she says. Looks like your manager's not the only one who needs a translator. I would have liked to teach a particularly bloody arts class, but that AL black hair discarded my lesson plan. Yeah, no, I don't think your lesson plan would have flown even if Zilu wasn't there, artless or otherwise. In today's class, I'll sync if you're a UA. What? I'll scan if you're a UC. What? I'll snap your neck completely if you're an unruly adult, but I'll soothe, coax, and nurture if you're an unruly child. Did you guys rehearse this or something? Am I getting pranked right now? No, not at all. Just listen carefully. Evaluate the context, and there you have it. What context? What context is I supposed to evaluate? Let the art do the talking. MTL, kids. Ah, yeah, there's much to learn. Class is about to begin. Bring the class material, attendant. Yes. Oh my god, Shiren really brought a kid. A real kid. Mommy! Upon the venerable family hierarch's orders, I have brought a child from the Wang family. Why, Shiren? No, wait, what? You brought who from the what family? Upon whose orders? Too many travel restrictions here. So I borrowed that rich kid's attendant. You've been bringing her along to get you to places, huh? No, I mean, just what do you mean you brought that kid on my orders? Ryoshu snuffed out her cigarette, opened the window to clear out the smoke, dusted off her clothing a few times, and only then brought the child to the elevated platform in front of the class. The kid's kinda trembling and anxious looking. I extend my greetings to the venerable hierarch. The kid's scared out of his mind. Real. Ryoshu and Sinclair definitely on the same wavelength. True. Memories of childhood are important. They're experiences that shape your future. Observe and learn. What's up with you acting serious all of a sudden? Though I do agree that childhood memories are important. My memories with Big Brother Baoyu are what... Anyways, moving on. You heard nothing. The point is, I think becoming approachable to kids here might help prevent a lot of potential future conflicts. But you got your work cut out for you. Children of the Guanyuan are extremely wary of anyone who isn't their immediate family. Even worse, you pretty much tricked that kid here using my name. He must be terrified, and I imagine his parents must have given him a whole lot of warnings too. Huh, I'll give you a demonstration. Behold. Oh my god! I know there was something similar in the trailer, but that's a lot! BNR with no saying true! Sinclair Yoshu. Sinclair gains stat plus 7, Yong. Laughing and playing with children brought back fond memories of my own childhood. Aww. Sinclair grew more, but that's okay. He's really taking a liking to her. Yeah, he wouldn't stop crying when we told him to calm down. Besides, how's she even doing that with her hands? Not even master of martial arts move like that. Yoshi was practically giving him no time for any other distractions, or even a moment to cry. She was taking care of that kid almost effortlessly. She was employing all kinds of tactics, including but not limited to ventriloquism, kongju, a traditional Hongyuan toy, fan tricks, sugared fruits, and eventually... Don't pull too hard. The child ended up piggybacking on Ryoshu. The fear he showed earlier was gone without a trace. Never would have imagined Ryoshu would be good at this. Neat. Art of being a mother. Yeah. And with the exact same expression as her usual one, Ryoshu was gently caressing the child. Well, to be more exact, she was giving him a gentle pat. I think I get it. Showering kids with tasty stuff and gifts isn't the best way to go about it. What's important is helping them understand just what kind of person I am. Yeah, kid's really on edge for his age. I'd start to make some progress, but whenever he suspected I was lying or something, he'd immediately go back to being on guard. Sinclair, don't! That's because he's a Daguanyan kid. Kids don't survive this place for long if they're not quick on the uptake. Venerable Hierarch, may I ask you something? Well, asking's free, but I gotta tell you, it's going to depend on what you're gonna ask, whether I can help you or not. Huh? Wrong move, rookie Hierarch. Why say all that when TWTT? You don't get the immaculacy of succinct abbreviations. Ryoshu grabbed the child's shoulders, brought him before Jashichun, then in her usual curtness, spoke precisely 2 words to the confused child, and that seemed to do the trick. Speak, kid. Ah! It's my big sis! Said that when the family hierarch war's over, I can finally play tons with friends. But their parents told them to stay inside because it's too dangerous outside. My cousin says you're the biggest and the baddest of the Hongyuan Venerable Hierarch. So I wanted to ask if you can make Daguanyan safe. I want to play with my friends. Venerable Hierarch, can she be my mom? No. Gotcha. I'll review your suggestion positively. She says she'll totally make that happen. Sometime later, after Shiren guided the child out of the room, I found Jashichun whispering something to herself. You've got a lot on your plate, huh? Dealing with the restructuring days is just one of them. Huh, I was going to try and improve the safety of this place anyway, whether he asked me to or not. Safe enough for a kid like that to run around the market all on his own. A place where he doesn't have to be afraid to go outside. Ah, Sagenja. Okay. Yeah, H-Corp technology, let's go! Class success rate, yeah. Alright, right before, and then master. Right before we hit that mood down, that's good. Excellent! Wow, plus 50, that's a lot. So that combo earlier, that was Dawn with Ryoshu. Huge success in the next class. Ah, but there was no next class with the... but Ryoshu only gives stats to Sinclair. Okay, I see. Well, we have Ren at 400. I don't think we're making 800 everything. Maybe we can make 400 everything, but yeah. Okay, let's see. It's minus 24. And it should be alright. It should be alright. I think we can do this. Hello, optional. Hello, option Almal. Option Almal. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. I'm again stumbling over my words just like Ishmael was. Welcome in. We're playing the latest update in Limbus Company. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. What were you up to? Hope you had a good time there. You're also playing Limbus. We're also playing the latest intervallo. Damn, sorry, I'm stumbling over all my words. I've been reading all of the intervallo out loud. But I really appreciate the raid. Hope you had a great time with your Limbus stream. You're still on Kanto 2. Oh no, look away! Oh no, look away from the spoilers. But I hope you're having fun with Limbus though. Yeah, welcome to Limbus Company. How's it been on Kanto 2? You're only listening? Okay, that's great. I'll proceed since there's nothing story right now. You know how it's been with all Limbus? Yeah, it's kind of scary to raid into someone when you're playing the same game and then like it's story based and you're early on. I get it. Makes sense. Hey, gained offense level. Okay, great. Oh, starting another one. Morale. Okay. I could do with more of that stat. But yeah, Kanto 2 so far been all over the place, but you're just starting the dungeon. Ah, that makes sense. That's okay. I think Kanto 2 does have those like... Oh, thank you for the follow, optional mode. Thank you. Like, I think Kanto 2 does have that like tendency to have mixed reviews from people. You know how people are either like, well, Kanto 2. Yeah, it's pretty comedic. I feel like it's one of the ones that people tend to go like, it wasn't as strong as others. But but as long as you're having fun, that's good. The maracas, hell yeah. It's okay. More like pressing win rate. Understandable. Who should Radia go with? Greg, bud. Greg. Trust. Trust. We're gonna get one. You're gonna get one. Yeah, there's a combo. Hell yeah. But yeah, I hope you're having fun. Thank you so much. I'm gonna start reading story out loud. So yeah. People's Enter style still surviving. Honestly, you would win rate. Honestly, I'm pretty sure you could win rate basically everything. I mean, as long as the team's good enough, I'm sure you could win rate everything. Nice to meet you, Chi. Nice to meet you too, Optional. Thank you so much for the raid. And okay, I close my ears, no problem. Thank you so much. And have a nice rest post raid. Thank you. You know something? Everyone communicates with their eyes even before they talk. So you better pay attention to what their eyes are saying. Have a good lurk. Thank you. Good night. Yeah. Great, that's really great, but I don't know, it just kind of feels like an oddly specific subject to be talking about, especially when we're sitting around a gambling table mahjong. Wait, who's the fourth player? Are they playing 3 people? Sinclair? Given the time limit that just so happened to be... This just happened to be the fastest and clearest method of demonstrating and training your abilities to control your emotions. I swear I had no ulterior motive. I was practically forced to do this. Ah, wait, stop glaring at us like that and join us at the table. I'm only briefly visiting my lady to pick up some paperwork, as there's still much work to be done. I'll be leaving in no time. Come on, guy. You know this game needs 4 players. I refuse your invitation. I must say it's ridiculous of you to force my lady to partake in such a base activity, and what audacity to invite me as well. So you think you don't have a chance, huh? Wow, and here I thought you'd at least be better than me at this game. Okay, fine, I get it. Don't play a game you have a snowball's chance in hell of winning. It's a good philosophy, I subscribe to it. Oh my god, she's rage baiting him! Do you seriously think your shallow, obvious attempts at goading me into playing this game will work? Radiant's proving so hard. Mahjong souls. Huh? Huh? What? Sorry, Scrub says what? So Wei joined the table. Rage baited. Mahjong serious visit for real. Alrighty, the lesson's pretty straightforward. You 3 will work together to ensure that I don't win this game. In other words, make sure I'm not number 1 by the end of it. Well, that seems easy enough. But be warned, I have the special power to read your minds without hearing a word out of your mouths. Let me give you a demonstration. Let's see, Sinclair, I can see the corners of your lips twitching while your eyes are suspiciously wandering over there. You're looking to form a pung, aren't you? Ooh. Then Shichun, you... And you want this Zong tile I've got. Now I know to never ever discard this tile. How do you know? Honestly, it would have been tougher for us not to know. You can let yourself be anxious, sure, but don't ever let it peek through. The moment someone smells your weakness, they're going to eat you right up. And wait, you... Whoa! Too open book. It's cute though of her. Huh. Using the glints of your glasses to hide your eyes, huh? Huh. I knew this wasn't gonna be easy to freaking sprite. Your greatest mistake tonight was allowing me to seat at this table. I already know the ready hand you've got there. Oh yeah, you do? Not bad. But you're just as much as an open book, my guy. You just need that one Zhong tile, don't you? Sorry. Not sorry, you're not getting that tile, because it's not there. Gong. Oh my god! This epic show. The rest of them, they're just basically observers. Wei's locked in, and Roger's like super confident too. Let me get that pudding hat real quick and then we'll continue. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! Okay. I see. You called Gong Meld so that you could claim the Zhong, which was the rearmost tile, didn't you? Does that by any chance imply that you somehow know the location of every tile in this game? Nah, no way. I just have this sixth sense for bad vibes. Very well. Never once did I ever think that I would step back into this dark world of shadows, but... Huh! Very well. I'll be setting this Hua aside and Chinese mahjong makes no sense. Yeah, I don't really know what they're saying because I only know like the Japanese mahjong. Oh, I'm impressed. They're way too intense. I can hardly get involved. Guys, isn't this supposed to be a class for us? Shh, my lady, the importance of the moment cannot be overstated. I see. Swapped out your ready hand, didn't you? What do you think? 3 hot tiles in a row, huh? I see you've got some innate luck too. Mahjong Soul Stream went. I've actually played it before, but I was bad. Very well then, I'll have to wager it all on this wand suit. I won! Oh my god! That's a Chimernyan hand! Your downfall was written the moment you forced me to discard Zhong. Darn, I lost that, huh? Well played. Did you see that, my lady? The face! I apologize for that vulgar display, my lady. This wager paid off! Oh my god, no way. I will bring some tea. Switch real quick. Yeah. Wei, victorious, stumbles out of the room with his shoulders slumped. Comedy duo! I knew they would have one. No way! Yeah. Didn't just learn how to hide my feelings, I learned how to make whatever expressions I want. Finally won a round against Rodia. Yay! Morale restored when he came in. Oh, that's a pretty good. Okay. Gru, Ren, and Yong. Okay. Cool. Okay, solutions. Yong. Okay, cool. Crimson Phoenix's skill has improved. Okay. We're getting closer to another midterm again. Only missing 2 people now. Shot 92. Of the combos that I know, Gregor and Rodia. But Rodia is a... Gregor and Otis would be decent to put together. But after something else. Let's do this then. That's like double combos. You're more than halfway finished. We're so screwed. Me too. Like, I low-key don't know if I'm doing well, but you know, I'm trying to aim for finishing the 30 days, and then I guess we'll continue the rest of this intervallo tomorrow. Almost said Kanto. Kenya sword passive. Kenya sword passive. Oh! Always put no. Okay, the Shichin Kanto. No swinging Maestro. Nah, bro, it's over. Huh. Zhu is the only thing that's kind of low now. Huh. Ah, but she's at max, right? If I put Mersol at the end, maybe. Right. Yeah, there was no combo. Anyways. It's okay. We got our all 400 though. That's one thing. Probably not hitting that all 800. Okay, took the class. Okay, we're back to max. Right in time for the midterm. Yeah, I knew it. Master. Adept, invasion, improve, widening knowledge path, and will gain levels. Well, she's getting better and better either way. I think Zhu is low in general. Yeah, it is. It's pretty low. We're gonna have to focus it a bit more. Earlier, Yong was quite low, so I was trying to focus it. Ren is really the one we don't have to worry about, it seems like. I heard from Big Bro that you sent your coins to Big Brother Chu. Every hand, once in circulation, goes round and round until it eventually returns to their original owners. Zhu ended up being your lowest. Oh no! I heard that some of the Wang family helped with removing the foreign powers from here. Why? Ren is guts. I only wanted to prevent this place from being robbed blind. I live here, you know. This is where my wealth lies. Well then, can I ask for your public support? Oh, I applaud your audacity in thinking someone who just gave you the moon should be asked for the stars as well. Everyone and their mother knows whose hands true political power of Hongyuan lies right now. With that in mind, let's say I do announce my public support for you. I'm not going to have a voice to speak with by the time the powers that be are done with me. Look, if Big Sis Yuan Chun genuinely believes that I'm not fit to be the family hierarch, then I'll happily remove myself from the power. But she's affiliated with Q Corp. Do you seriously believe that she has Hong Yuan's best interests at heart with all those conspiracies she's been weaving under the surface? All those business deals, clearly skewed politics? I do not. But if you're going to present yourself as the alternative, then you'll have to be someone concrete enough to rely on. Let me just say that about half of the board of directors' votes may as well be considered abstaining votes. They're keeping their silence because they're afraid of Jia Yuan-chun's retaliation. So, your remaining task is to convert those silent votes in your favor. I love his outfit so much. Yeah, he looks really fluffy. He was, like, we didn't fight him at all before, so I guess we're fighting him now. But, like, he looks really fluffy and he doesn't seem like he's very strong. He does seem like he's pretty smart. Damn, he didn't support us though. I'm okay with him, honestly. Oh, not shaken by that at all, huh? I thought you'd get that lost and wandering look in your eyes. I guess I'll have to work on my poker face. Oh no, most people would have failed to pick that up. You've certainly changed since the evaluation. Brain of Wang family, true. Your growth shows a lot of promise. Maybe that's why he handed his coins over to you. Well, I guess that's not the only thing he handed over to you, I suppose. Hong Yuan's tomorrow. Anyways, I should probably do as I'm told for now, My cousin will be your opponent. Bro, you're not even the one fighting! Okay. I won't accept you as my hierarch just yet. Fight me and prove that you're at least better than I am. Only then I'll accept you. Okay, bro. I thought we'd finally see a fluffy guy in action. Guess not. He really is just the brains. Alright, let's go. Wang Qingshan. He summoned his relative. And for my next move, I summon my cousin. They'll never expect it. Although every time we get somebody to master, we get like passives and a bunch of good stuff. So I think honestly, even though our stats aren't completely there yet, we're doing pretty good. Or decently at least. Imagine you have to fight Shihua again. Oh no. Oh, this guy's actually kind of weak. Or maybe we just that strong already. I think we're just that strong already. Okay, so we're only missing 2 more classes, huh? I guess we'll expect it in this run. What? Do you have something to say to my face? Yeah, don't give my little brother your crap. Your little brother? You know who I'm talking about, don't you? Do you have any idea of the mess you left behind when you yoinked that kid away? Oh! That buzzcut kid was your little brother. You barely even hold on to your seat, which you're about to lose soon anyway. And you have the gall to give him false hope? I know it's just all politics to you, but kids really believe you, you know. I heard from the kid that you seemed relieved upon hearing what I said. Told me you were happy for once to hear that he had a fun time after being barred from playing with his friends and how things are in the Hongyuan. Buzzcut runs in the family. What about the fluffy guy? Shut up! Besides, it's not all just hot air. What? I wasn't making an empty promise when I said I will change the Hongyuan to be a place where people can live without fear. He's an outcast! Ah! And for that, I'm going to protect my seat of power no matter what it takes. You'll fail. Not with you on my side. We all know what the big sister Yuan Chun's Hongyuan looks like. It'll be exactly the same in essence, and will be the same for a foreseeable future. Tell me, are you sure you're okay with handing over that same burden we've carried all our lives to your little siblings? No, of course not. Wang Qingshan left in a hurry, but that look in her eyes told me that there was conflict brewing in her. She'll think about it and join us after then. So Heathcliff, and then we're gonna end up with Dante next, right? Okay, fighting is all about morale. Heathcliff, yeah! All about morale takes your morale away. Why? Okay, we're gonna have to try and push out the Shi. Surprise Virgilia. That would be insane. No, wait, but no, but my highest is from you, and you are already master. You have the rank of master. I wonder if I'd trigger anything with these guys, huh? I low-key feel like nothing is gonna trigger, but it's honestly worth trying, I guess. Damn it, nothing triggered. Okay, alright lads, listen up. This isn't gonna be like them boring old classes you've been sitting through. You've got to leave the desk behind for once and learn some real life lessons, yeah? With this giant squishy hammer. Alright, so here's the deal. You want to break their morale before the brawl even begins. Bro, learn this by heart, and you'll be kicking those twats' asses left and right and center. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. So Heathcliff, I've got to ask this question. Something about your club seems different today. It looks a lot more colorful too. Bollocks, lad. Catch us on quickly. That way bloke said something about how swinging around a real club might come as too threatening and confiscated it. That high-tech weapon cries boop when it hits people. I see. Oi! Don't you underestimate me just because I'm holding a different bludgeon. Let's get on with it. Straighten your shoulders, eyes wide. Let's get cracking. With that, Heathcliff triumphantly raises his newfound weapon towards the sky and makes a small boop noise. Boop! High tech! Hell yeah! Break an enemy's morale, let's go! Surprise guest, Kong Chu, cheating the ways of Confucianism. I'd need him. Maybe he can save our intelligence, our jeu. Class over. He's one away from master. That means she'll get another like passive thing after we pick Mersol again. Okay. Well, Sure. Have I ever tried this? I wonder. Yay, Jashichun plus 50% to all stats gained from class. Yo, let's go! So Hong Lu plus Ryoshi is pretty good. Okay. Saw through every assassination method. Whoa! She's Newman. Okay. Then learned. Okay, master now with Otis. Sinclair gets 50%. Ah, omniscient artist viewpoint, yo! Oh my god. Okay then. They did get switched in April Fools, that's true. Dashishin's stuff has improved. Great. Master. Ramblings, tales from the drunken. What the fuck? Why is it you? Where's Dante? Why this guy? It's this guy! Is this the drunk guy that we fought before? What the fuck? Ah! And he's insta-master too. Oh my god. Well, Mersol is one away from being master. What's a Mersol combo that might be good for us to use that I might know? 20 morale restored. All stats plus 1. I mean, it's okay. It's just... Not surprised, no about it. I didn't even read it yet, honestly. I haven't read Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint yet. I want to eventually, though. Bet. I knew there was a combo. Roger for the April 1st medalist school. This class. After an uncharacteristic pause, Jilu continued. Will be taught by a guest lecturer who has been invited for your tutelage. A guest lecturer, but well, I wasn't informed of this. Where are they? I don't know, maybe they're lost? You're not being observed. Hi, Nebula! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome, welcome in! I know you were playing Limbus earlier. I saw it. How was it? Were you playing I keep saying Kanto. Were you playing the new Intervallo too? We're still in our mini games. Yeah. Wrapped up. It was fun. Enjoyed. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you had a fun... Oh, wait. But you already said you had a fun time. But thank you so much for the raid. I hope you really enjoyed it. And, like, feel free to rest if you need to. I keep messing up and saying Kanto. I don't know why. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. A little bird told me that the venerable hierarch will give me a bottle of top-notch cloudy wine straight from the Guanyuan's brewer. Boy, any truth to that, folks? That guy! Ah, stretch. Just dropping by to see if I can leech some liquor at this party. Hongyuan's an awfully miserly place, but you'd spare a shot of liquor for this poor old drifter, won't you? Well, you're clearly not just any poor old drifter. You guys acquainted? Gonna do some Africa stuff, be back. Okay, no problem. Take care of yourself. He ambushed us in our room and the first round of the family hierarch war was over. He what? The family hierarch war has been over for a while and everyone in the Hongguan knows who the winner is. How dare a mongrel like you, who only knows how to mooch off of other families, set foot in here? Looks like I'm going to have to give my clan a stern talking to. How could they let slip past this drunk assassin like... I see that our youthful hierarch is plenty suspicious. I have been a guest in many places, but please, I'm no moocher. Put your worries to rest. I'm only a drunkard who enjoys a cool swig of liquor with the scenic landscapes as my bar, the sky as my ceiling, and the dirt as my bed. The man who had introduced himself as the night drifter of the drunken palm leaped down, landing with dexterity that betrayed the rags he wore as clothing and the terrible stench of liquor emanating from him. Is he seriously? Bad news, Miss Shichun. Apparently, Jia Yuan-chun's bestowed upon you a new master. Huh? Big sister. Yuan-chun? She also wanted us to deliver the message that she was sending a master because, and I quote, I feel a deep sense of trepidation and pity for my dearest little sister, the neophyte hierarch, who must be struggling left and right without a proper master. Wow, I'm beside myself with gratitude. So that's the supposed teacher? This mysterious guy with a mysterious allegiance who might stab us in the back at any time? As you said, the family hierarch war is over. Even the mongrels of Hongyuan know who has the legitimacy here. The incident during the contest was nothing more than a business job taken to take care of in return for compensation they gave me. I hope you don't carry that grudge in your heart. I'm sure it didn't harm your rivals in the family hierarch war out of personal vendetta, did you? Sometimes business is just business. I killed young Master Bao Yu for they promised to pay off my bar tab. Here I am to give the hierarch a lesson for they promised to pay off my future tabs. There's nothing to be gained by taking your anger out on a gig worker living hand to mouth like myself, don't you think? He's cracked 100% true. Try out the new IDs, they're pretty good, like the animation outfits. Yeah, let's go. Their animations did look really amazing in their teaser. I'll advise that the optics and the consequences of rejecting a master sent to us by Jia Yuan-chun herself is not going to look good. I know it's only going to make me look worse, and I'd rather not give Big Sister Yuan-chun more ammunition to take me down. And you there. We'll have eyes tracking your every move, so don't do anything that might arouse unnecessary suspicion. Bar tab cleared real. Whew, ain't that a threat. Can hardly taste the wine before such hostility. Despite Sod's dead serious warning, the Night Drifter's response was only a hearty chortle. Oh, thank you for joining the Nebula raid. Welcome in. Before I begin the lesson, Bar tab extreme. I'd like to get an idea of where my to-be pupils are. Now give me a demonstration, if you will. Swing away. In a meeting so distracted. No problem. Aha, that's enough. But I was just getting started. Your form is flawed. Your breathing is hollow. Need I see more? Flawed forms often invite flawed hearts. In other words, your martial arts prowess is amateurish. What the heck? Is this guy serious? I've never had a single master who had anything bad to say about my form. Your arms are straight, your legs supporting your stance are solid and sturdy. Indeed, most masters would not bother themselves to find fault there. But let me pose this question. Are you, my venerable pupils, satisfied with martial arts that are made to dispatch unskilled peasants and no more? Huh? There's more to this than raw strength. Now take a swing at me instead. Alright, you asked for it. Jashichun takes a powerful swing at the Night Drifter. Your mind outpaces your body, your intent more transparent than a glass globe. And your edge is dull, for it has a heart of very little heart for feints. That he deftly weaves his way back between his strikes, and fails to even touch the tip of his ragged cloak. Ah! You're far too eager to strike. Focus singularly on your opponent with the force distributed unevenly across your body. So, you will fail to cut and gain a little hole as a comeuppance. The Night Drifter then pokes Jashichun's back with a twig. Everyone vying for the seat of the family hierarch has to go through it eventually. The first kill. Some say the earlier the better. Mine was when I was 13. Not too early, not too late, just right. It's already been a few years since my foolish brothers locked himself in his chamber. Last I heard, he was bedridden for a week after ingesting some poison someone had sent to prank him. I'm not going to live like that dumbass. Try to relax, won't you? Drunken fist fighting is truly the art of fighting. Is that true? Like, it's always the drunken masters. They're always super powerful. You have a weapon, yes, but one wasn't singularly focused on the opponent. Do try to reflect upon yourself and relax. Let the unnecessary strength go. Let it flow out of your body. Tensing up as you do will naturally shrink your mind and narrow your vision. Hey, wait, should I send Big Bro a silver spoon or something? It wasn't that bad this time, but what if they give him a way worse poison next time? You know, young Master Bao Yu won't accept your gift, my lady. I doubt he's even seeking the culprit now. So stupid. Zero interest in anything practical. Zero ambition. What a silly, pathetic attitude to have. Just how... But my lady, it wasn't practicality that guided you when you chose to save my life over maintaining the control over the Wu branch. Some seek the state of anatta, the non-self, but what they seek is the path of Asura, reserved for the likes of blade fiends. You must learn to let go of everything except for the self. What kind of life is it to live without stepping over others? Let it all go, the gazes, the pressures, all of it. Instead, face yourself and only yourself. Asura mentioned, hell yeah, Vyoshu flashback. But right now she's being like, the art of taking care of kids. And feel how light this all becomes. After some thought, Shichun's form visibly relaxes. It wasn't just her form that relaxed. Her pursed lips seemed to have found peace as well. She's got it. Well then, what should we do about you, my overconfident proud pupil? Will you maintain your grave and cocky silence? I wasn't being cocky. If my memories haven't failed me yet, you were one of young Master Bao Yu's underlings, correct? Underling... yeah, however you want to call it, I guess. Sinclair replied with a resigned sigh. Just why do you think that it was you, specifically you, among his 12 underlings that were chosen to take this class alongside the young hierarch? Sinclair momentarily flashed a flustered expression, taken off guard by the stranger's sudden pointed question, but he soon regained his composure and replied, well, who else besides me would ever go along with these lesson plans? Don Quixote is gonna ditch the classes out of boredom, same goes for Radya, and Odas will try to take over the classes, not to mention what it'd be like to have Heathcliff here, and... Such a loquacious list of excuses, struck a nerve, did I? How come you know so little about yourself, and even less about what I've already learned about you? What are you talking about? A bird that has failed to break its shell in time will rot within its confines. I still don't understand what you're talking about. Even as he said so, Sinclair's expression seemed more like anxiety than confusion to me. Prepare yourself to flit away before the rain. You won't get another chance should you miss the opportunity. Boom, Sinclair. It's okay. It's okay. This is your chance, bro. This is why you're here taking these classes to learn too. He clocked Sinclair true. And then Night Drifter giggled flippantly. His suddenly serious attitude nowhere to be seen. It's been a while since I let myself babble on for this long. I suppose I can credit my foolish pupils for that. Prepare to swing away. He's just there drinking. I love it. He falls asleep halfway through. Meditated to empty everything except the self. Still getting there, but I got an idea. Let's go! Enemy of yesterday, friend of today. Yeah. We're now okay, but we'll heal up anyway. Okay, nice. Healed up to max again. Master. And Shichun gets a stat game Ren. Okay. You got a swimsuit from the HBR gadget. Let's go! Congrats! Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Day 22. I feel like we're very close to the... Almost like you're the one who tried to kill me. Let's convo. Real. I feel like we might be hitting another midterm, but I'm not sure if it's next turn or the turn after that. So I'm gonna try and be sure we have high morale after. Okay, this guy's class is actually really good though. It's raising every stat very high. What it needs is kindness. Oh, he has a combo with Roger too. Okay. Nice. It's always multiples of 6. Okay, I was one off then. I was one off. That means it's the next one that we should be in tip-top shape for. How to survive passive. What the heck does that do? How to survive. Oh, she won't die. Okay, she won't die once per encounter. Okay, cool. How about something like this, maybe? Maybe. The way I'm still trying to... Oh. I didn't actually press it! Assuming she can die. Yeah, that's true. I don't think she'll make it that far down, honestly. Like, to death. I kind of want to make everyone a master, but I don't know if I'll make it that far, huh? Okay, well... Here we are. We got more stuff. One gain another ace. Oh! Oh, it's him! It's the braid guy! Frick, I forgot his name. Pan, right? Is Pan? Yeah, there he is. Damn, I got my head screwed. Am I glad I got my head screwed back on? It's a precious sight to watch everyone all freaking out about this child's play. All the missed news I've been hearing since I opened my eyes in the recovery room sound very enticing. I really wish I was there to watch it all. Half the family heads getting arrested for treason, the seat of the family hierarch going to some inexperienced kid from the Jia family. Not to mention how my lovely little sister had her engagement called off and how she's been branded a traitor to her own blood. All the entertainment in the world seems to have happened during my little nap, don't you think? You didn't even show your face at the regular assembly, so I doubt you have any concern for the future of Hongyuan. So just what are you doing here? I just thought I'd have some fun! Oh, okay. Is it possible to get this guy on our side if we beat him? Or is it too unhinged? Gong. Oh, he's got a lot more HP than everyone else. By a lot. 1,000. Okay. Maybe too crazy. Well, we'll see. Maybe after the fight, he'll respect the strength. Who knows? I mean, it's not like we're Honglu, right? he shouldn't have his trigger word right now. Although the relationship being like his little sister, I don't know about that part. Like, okay, he had a lot of HP, but it doesn't really mean anything. He's dying super fast too. This is nothing compared to what that fixer face. It's honestly so funny. You can see the passive when passives activate. You can see the sinners, the one who taught it. Yeah, I love seeing the different sinners behind her. They're doing that thing from Kaguya-sama. I raised that girl. Let's go. Why stop now? Decapitate me like my last death, or stab me in the heart, cut my limbs to ribbons. Listen, this duel's just a spar, okay? We don't have to kill each other for this to end. Now, isn't this frustrating? You have the opportunity of a lifetime before your eyes and you're too weak to use it. You have everyone who fights you on every step of their way coming to you, practically presenting their heads on a silver platter, and you're just gonna let them slink away with these scratches? Get your act together, family hierarchy war's over. And I'm not going to kill someone just because they're being uncooperative. Get real! Do you have any idea how long it will take you to gain even a morsel of power by playing this fool's game? Hey, wanna hear a little tip on how you can firmly establish your position as the family hierarch? Kill me in the most horrible, painful, hideous way you can imagine, and hang my corpse by the entrance of that assembly hall over there. Use me to send a clear message. and station every single one of your Heisho packs between every pillar at the assembly hall, and if anyone dares to speak out against you, you chop off their head before they get another word out. Ah, you're so inexperienced in ruling, Shupan. A ruler who rules by fear is not going to last very long. A racer to be someone to almost dead. So real. 5 days. It'll only take 5 days before everyone starts eating out of your hand. And that's how you establish yourself as the hierarch. Fear is No, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm here to make Hongyuan a place where its people can live without fear. I thought you, of all people, might understand. I remember how you used to hate hurting people. More so than anyone else. Man, what a boring answer. That was duller than even my dullest expectations. It'll only take a few years until you become just like them. Just like the family hierarchs of the past who couldn't help but ruthlessly weed out any seeds of resistance. Just how many people do you think still have a grip on their sanity? Maybe I'm only a few years from becoming an idiot shuffling aimlessly around the Guanyuan. I can only hope that I won't become a slobbering mess by the time that happens. If something entertaining is gonna happen, I can only hope that it happens while I'm still sane. Shupan sauntered away, but Jashichun found it difficult to move on. Excellent work, my lady. You passed the 4th exam with flying colors. You have certainly crushed them for underestimating you. I am... My lady? Jashichun seems deeply engrossed in thought. Oh. Understandable. Oh, this is it. Ah, Nani? Nani connect? Okay. Well, we'll have to slot something else for awful! Oh, she's feeling awful because of the event that just happened. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, new sprite for she looks so upset. What about Sinclair? He's still okay. But when the trailer released and the sinners can be seen with Shichun in the corner, I thought Faust had her face darkened and mad for correcting Shichun hard to the point she annoyed. It exploded in her lecture. Yeah, true. Want a hint? Do you think I should raise her morale? That's my one question. Because my first instinct is to raise this. No? Okay. I don't need to do it. Then I'm just gonna continue leveling her skills then. Young. Yeah. No je from you though. I want to expert everybody, but my stats. Let's see. My lady seems to be in a particular mood today. It's all useless, isn't it? Shichin? When these classes end and you guys all leave, I guess I'll be spending my days worried to death that an assassin could pop out of nowhere and kill me at any moment. Consumed by so much paranoia and worry that I'll start twitching at the shadows cast from lamplights. So would it mean anything for me to, you know, prove to them that I deserve to be the family hierarch? I've spent my whole life trying to prove to everyone that I have the will and determination to become the hierarch. And now I have to prove to everyone that I deserve to keep it? To those bastards whose only thought in their empty heads was how they could expand their rooms? Mr. Wei, have you ever heard of playing hooky before? Playing hooky? Is that a euphemism for eliminating your enemies? No! Well, I've rarely done it back when I was in school, but when there was too much going on in your head, you just skip school and go out to play. Oh! And I've only done it once for myself after a friend talked me into it. I agree. It seems like the time for my lady to clear her head has come. Very well. Let us play just one hooky. What are you guys doing? Come on, let's get moving. I gotta prove myself, don't I? Gotta get those bastards' approval, don't I? She's in a really bad mood today, huh? My lady, have you visited the backyard by the Lushu Hermitage Snow Reed as of late? No, but I know what happened there. They threw in a few dead bodies from the massacre a decade ago, turned the foul, and decided to bury the whole thing. Indeed, they did. The stench was so overwhelming and toxic that corpses of animals and plants could be seen floating on its surface, eventually turning the pond into a festering black bog. People passing by had to plug their noses or risk passing out. And then they spent 10 hours playing video games? Oh my gosh. Why even bring up something awful like that? It seems that tree had taken root there, my lady. Amidst all the rot. Oh, a tree. A willow. The willow tree reached deep into the pond with its roots, clearing it of the foul grease, cleansing the water. And one day, we found it clear and glittering, thriving with other aquatic plants growing within. It recovered from the rot, becoming a normal, clear pond surrounded by moss, leaves and moss. Some months ago, they introduced a few carps in there, and when they checked again, they were just as vivacious as they were on the first day there. Would you like to pay the pond a visit, if it's alright with you? Shichun didn't seem to quite buy his explanation, but she followed him anyway. You weren't kidding! I avoided this place for so long! Aww, so cute. Cute. Oh, the carps! Why does that look like a shark? Shark! I never thought that it could be this clean again. Is that a shark? I don't know. I don't know why that's there. I can hardly believe that this pond used to be a rotten bog, and all that happened was this tree happened to take root there. What matters, my lady, is patience and determination. Of course, this place had slipped my mind then, as I was quite swamped with work, but might be the whale. But the world has a stronger capacity to heal itself than one might imagine. Recovery will follow, as long as there is a steady root to rally around. After a long break that seemed to freshen even our hearts, you're making good progress. Your form, the lights in your eyes, I think you've certainly improved in all aspects. I dare say you've had some change of heart too. Yeah, I do feel a tad more comfortable than I did before. Aw. Yay! Thank you, Wei. Excellent. Oh, that even restored morale. Okay. No, way class success rate minus 10%, you fuckers. That's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Well, Ryoshu's a master now, so we learn a new passive. Reassuring heart. Great. Pafo. Oh, there's only 3 left. This needs... Eh? Why are you... Why are you mandatory here? Well, the comedy duo. Well... Wait, what does the comedy duo again? They're the only ones left that aren't. Greg will boost our morale, and Rodia will have a huge success in the next class. So I should do Rodia before Greg. There you go. He wants to teach class. Yeah, he's got a cutscene. Right, class. Here's a new task to help you learn how to break your enemy's morale. The moment you shrink in front of your enemies, you've already lost. So don't. It doesn't matter how many there are, or how threatening they look, yeah? Take me, for example. Have I ever turned tail and fled like some milksop, no matter what enemy we were put against? I don't think you ever have. Leave it to the nerds to waste time coming up with strategies and what have you. Listen, there ain't a problem in the world you can't solve by boldly rushing in headfirst. Ishmael and Otis would have boldly rushed in headfirst to shake him by his lapels if they were here. He has Kanto-tsu. Whoop! Literally the castle. Here's what I think. Neither of you have got enough pluck. That's why neither of you could say shit against those buggers back at the assembly hall, am I right? Jashichun maintained her silence, the old scar of her pride growing sore again. So let me help you lot grow some backbone. Try getting mad at me. No need to shrink, lad. Stand proud. Oh, well, okay, but how could I... Don't worry about offending me, yeah? I can take it. Unlike you two, I've built up enough thick skin for all kinds of insults thanks to my years in the back streets. I'm bloody invincible. It'd be really funny if he still got mad. Yeah, well, shut up, Heathcliff. Good lad. You're hardly even a teacher, man. This class sucks. All you do is standing around trying to look cool. Oh, that one's gotta sting a little. That's it, you little shit. Oh my god. It's what I would have said back in the day. And I probably would have struck you with this hammer. I mean, my club. But I've changed too. Yeah! And so did you. I can see that fire in your eyes has grown. Remember this feeling, yeah? I will. Now let's practice. And looks like both of you have the perfect sparring partner in each other. Grab your weapons, both of you. Huh? You mean us? Me and Shichun? I grew my backbone by getting into fisticuffs with the boys back in my backstreet days. They break my arm, I break their legs in return. See what I mean? Is that what besties is supposed to mean? Jashichun seemed to ask with considerable confusion. Well, let's do this, I guess. Huh, you don't want me to go easy on you, do you? I don't. Oh my god, are we gonna actually fight? Oh, we are? Gong time, yeah!
중요한 건
Holy
내가
shit,
어떤
struggling.
사람인지 알게 하는 거.
No, Sinclair, go easy on me. Oh, he failed! Oh my god, let's go. Good, good. Thanks, he really did. I was like, Sinclair, go easy on me.
공원이 날개처럼
Thanks, Sinclair, I really appreciate it.
그 해결사의 역경을 기울이는
Read his passive and his status, eh? Trashing to hatch. Heal 10 SP every turn, gain 1 speed, gain attack power up and suddenly base. Oh! He's got a unique status for this. It's okay. We still got this. All our training. It will not amount to nothing. I'm sorry, Sinclair. But like trashing to hatch, that's cute. Oh, it's still going. It doesn't end when he gets staggered. I wonder if he's gonna completely beat me up if he unstaggers. Oh! A sign! It came back! Heals 30 SP next turn. One who seeks to... God damn it, my mouse moved. One who seeks to be born must first destroy... Oh my god. What's he doing? What the fuck? Growth. Oh my goodness. A sign. He's coming for me. Oh, wait. He didn't... he didn't get to do anything. Okay, that's okay. But his passive, so Sinclair Awakening. That's good. Alright, that's good enough. Bloody hell, that was much closer than I thought. A good match. Jeez, most people don't most people usually lose steam the longer a fight gets? What the heck was that at the end? The two of them clashed with everything they learned and with all they learned up until the lessons began. I thought for sure Jashichun would come out on top without breaking a sweat, given that Sinclair wasn't using an identity and the tough training Jashichun had as a family hire candidate, but he didn't even attack. We were too strong. I'm so sorry. Perhaps thanks to the Night Drifter's teaching. Thanks to the mark on his forehead. I saw a glimpse of Sinclair I'd only ever seen in a select few mirrored worlds. You've seen the skill, it's not anything special. Oh, it's just that it's like huge attack, that's it. You alright, Sinclair? Oh yeah, it's not like we were going at it with real weapons, and the fight ended before it got any further, thankfully, so I'm not hurt or anything. I'm feeling a bit of a fever on my forehead though. It didn't seem like Sinclair noticed a single yet clear red line that appeared on his forehead. It's not like anything bad happens when that mark manifested in La Mancha land, but considering that Demian and Rim were the only other people who'd ever shown that mark, I couldn't help but worry a little. Hey, you ever run away from home before? Where's this coming from? Going by the way you're acting, it's clear to me that you're a homebody, but there's something behind your eyes that tells me your life hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. I wouldn't call it running away from home, it's more like I left home. Because I didn't have a choice. How did that feel? Like I was melting away into nothing? I suddenly had to face a whole terrible world all on my own, and it was so overwhelming that, well, I'm sure you can't quite commiserate. You've been on top of your game your whole life after all. Sinclair becoming Blue Man, his awakening. I did leave the Ganyuan by my own volition, but if I'm being honest, there's something I've never told Wei. I felt unutterably lost. There was so much to do that I had to do, so much responsibility. I guess neither of us were ready for that world when we left home. I feel just as lost back home though. And there's Heathcliff too. He also left home. Some time ago, we paid a visit to the manor he grew up in. Heading home must have been pretty exciting for him. You have no idea how much of the journey back he spent gussying up and primping his hair. Uh-oh, something just came up. Class dismissed. Oh, Heathcliff, I'm so sorry, man. Sinclair has no idea what he was saying right there. Okay, he's master now too, though. Leveled up to master. Comedy duo looks like they're gonna make it to master too. Then I can start picking whatever I want, I guess. Yes, they did! Good. You did end up with the luscious hair by the end. True. Okay, everything is master. Yippee! So that means one thing. Gotta lock in. Holy shit. I wonder. 3 days left? Yeah, we're so not making it, bro. For the whole what? 3 days you have left? At least everybody was master. It is what it is. It's minus 70 though. Actually pretty similar. Oh, you guys have a... Oh, that was a lot of sure. Drunken Master Roger combo surely is real. Oh my god. I don't think they're... I don't know if they're making it, guys. I don't think it's... Oh my god, he's required an morale! This fucker! Okay, wait. Mate. House and heat is similar. Have you found all the combos? No, I haven't actually. Similar enough. Oh. Made an honest to God spread. Oh, that would be so good if you could share that. Though, I probably just do that one on another pass, maybe. Guess it comes down to you guys, I guess. But you don't give me that much of the other thing I want. Unless... it's Faust. You can paste it into Discord. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you. Damn you, master. Forcing me into your class and lowering my morale to fucking bad. Reading the Reddit Korean text actually describes it better. Oh. So, are you gonna teach us any techniques? It's only been a few days since your training began, yet my other martial arts masters would teach me their secret techniques. So that's what's got you two pouting all lesson. Ooh-wee, that's some good wine. Very well, I'm in the mood. Let me teach you a useful trick. Really? Tell me, what did I teach you to do as you swung your sticks? Forget all those things that put pressure on me and face nothing but myself and my movements. And that's only the start of it. First, emptiness of sound. The slight friction from the tips of your toes, the ruffle from your clothes, your breath, erase them all. Erase every ripple and echo you leave upon this world. The night drifter stands before us, but his presence becomes as hazy as mist. Despite the wild movements, we hear nothing. The second, emptiness of form. To have a form is to provide your foes with clues to predict your next move. Forget the weapons in your hands. Forget their structured forms. Break the mold. Become the flow. Let only your will remain. Randomness seeps into his movements until all semblance of pattern is lost. There was something clownish about his unpredictable movements, but they were also so hypnotic and floaty that Chashichun and Sinclair could not look away. Be water. Last, emptiness of mind. Try not to force the direction of your heart. Empty your desires and intentions both. Stab without thinking. Penetrate without gazing. Both Chashichun and Sinclair's necks were marked by small imprints of the twig pressed against their skin. And Zilu, who had been standing next to me all along, had leaped a small distance away, seemingly deep in thought. And my neck hurts too. Guess I wasn't spared from the lesson. I wonder if this fits that saying Yi-sang utters from time to time. To lose one nose with eyes open. Bee pudding! Something along the lines of difference between genius and stupidity is the thin sphere. Oh, that's what it says in Korean. Immerse yourselves. Make sure your descent is slow and gradual. We've been focusing entirely on the self with your swings thus far, so you should find it quite easy to reach a state of emptiness of mind. Didn't I just say that one must take it slowly and gradually to empty your mind already? I had taught you my everything had you entered under my tutelage long ago. Am I doing this right? No, wait, I need to relax more. So our new hierarch has found herself a clue to the emptiness of form. What technique is this? It's all just movements at the end of the day. I find it unnecessary to give them those flashy names. A truly secret art should come without one. Whew. Well, it's still supposed to be our ultimate move, right? Wouldn't it be more official to give it a name? In that case, that's some good wine indeed. I guess I'll go with something like Plastered Sheep Unrestrained Ripples. That name sucks. Class comes to an end with an ultimate move that was probably named in haste. Zilu, who had been observing the class from a distance, approaches Night Drifter. Been a while since I saw someone give a lesson like this, starting from its very fundamentals. Hardly one can one find a pupil willing to slowly learn from the fundamentals in a world full of infinite technological advancements like the Veil. I am only fortunate enough to have found 2 pupils who are indeed willing. Posted on the Limbus channel just marks who combos with whom though. No problem. Thanks though. It'd be good for me to be able to discover them. Thank you, all manner. Your gait, your tone. Were you among the 10 blades of the East? Now. Oh. It seems entirely unnecessary for you to dig, as I don't quite recall putting anything on your tab. Put your futile questions to rest, for I have no answers to give. The mystery of the Night Drifter deepens. The past is like smoke. I've long emptied any history worth delving into. Damn. Okay, so time, yeah, because our morale's so terrible. Anyways, it's back up. We only have a few days left. God. The days left. The old man is actually so OP true. Come on guys. 43. Okay. Although wait, if day 30 is the end, does day 30 mean that's a fight and I won't get any more? Damn it! I won't make it, in fact. This is so sad. Goddamn! 192! 92! 92, man! Oh well. Well, I'm supposed to teach this class, but old man is actually so OP true. If he is part of the 10 Blades of the East. Oh man. Dante, not sure what you're supposed to do here. Can you give me a +8 in all stats? No, +8 in the first stat, that's it. It's not like I can suddenly teach you guys to hear the fathoms of other people's hearts. Yeah, it's not like we can suddenly have a heart-to-heart out of nowhere, right? And that is precisely why I have installed this box called Messages from the Hearts by the door when the first lessons first began. Messages from the Hearts? The great strength of Messages from the Hearts is its anonymity. Here, people can anonymously share the concerns that have been eating away at them without a fear of judgment. Yeah, this seems like a great idea. I can see how everyone can be more honest about their feelings around the mass of anonymity. The box is quite heavy. It seems that everyone's been making liberal use of this. Let's see. The one on the bottom has to be the first message. Let's see what it says. Oi, I've got to ask, do those consultations even do anything? Does this mask of anonymity even do anything? Also, what's the point of these messages anyway? If you got to whinge at their face. Well, I ain't got much else to say, so I've got one. My neighbor next door keeps making weird noises at night, so go do something about that, yeah? Anonymous, my ass is too unique. Real. Something about a smoking head over and over again. Point is, it's been getting on my nerves. It doesn't get taken care of in a week, I'll deal with it in my own way. Deal with it how? It's all just personal grievances. Let's see what the next one says. Who dares harrow the executive manager with such useless, weak-minded complaints? If you're going to continue wasting executive managers' precious time and cause them trouble, I will personally hold you responsible for that blunder. You best prepare yourself for the consequences. Wow, it's like she's right here, speaking into my ear. Making noises at night. It's maybe nightmares or like PTSD flashbacks, I don't know. Never thought written words could cause hearing damage. Moving on. I don't know if it's just me, but somebody's probably been spying on these papers, huh? I've got proof too. I folded this paper up into a padlock knot shape, but whoever spied on it did a pretty bad job of replicating it. Oh, and another thing, my compass disappeared. What? Why did your compass disappear? Why, it's the compass I got for surviving the hellish depths of the Belmorte trenches. We're gonna have to re-establish some house rules soon. The theft report? Did one of you steal her compass or something? No, no way. We'd never steal from each other, no matter how hard things get. Something troubles me. Oh, finally, someone submitted a real concern here. Was it the Type A wire that caused the explosion, or was it caused by replacing the clamp part from the shattering gear? The compass was swallowed by the sea. No, not again! The likely answer has been found. Do not concern yourselves with this message. Well, that's that, I guess. Look, I really feel like I should share this with everyone. This one might be something serious for once. I can't just slip away like nothing happened, you know? Yeah, I'm talking about the incident that happened aboard Mephi some time ago. Remember how someone smashed an alarm clock against Dante's head while they were sleeping and no one figured out what happened there, right? You're gonna have to bring me up to speed on this. Yeah, so I don't know what happened, but there was this loud shattering noise outside at night. We ran out to see what happened. Why do you look like you died in Danganronpa, Dante? But no one managed to find any credible clues, so I guess we just let it slide. Anywho, Dante said they were A-okay, so we just moved on from it, but Dante died for real. I'm telling you what I saw. I saw Greg's bug arm. So here's my guess. If he happened to lose his balance while carrying that alarm clock with one hand, you know what I mean? I'm trusting this anonymity thing on this. Gregor, he wouldn't. The alarm clock, broken due to the shock at the time of the incident, was pointing precisely at 22:32. And at that hour, only 2 individuals were awake for night watch duty. Guys, this is turning into a whole investigation. Around 2200, one of the 2 individuals who were on night watch that duty was... Yep, Miss Faust was one of them. And, hey, Dante, didn't you have a brief conversation with Faust that morning? Now that I think back on it, I did have a talk with Faust that day. Briefly. Faust made a few criticisms on my command style, and she was right, but I pretended not to hear her because I didn't have anything to retort with. Don't tell me Faust actually held a grudge against me for that! So fellas, I don't think anyone's noticed this, but I noticed a dusting of cigarette ash near the shattered alarm clock. You know, as you know, Manager Bud, there's only 2 among us who smoke. But one of them stayed put in his own room, you know what I mean? And there's a witness too. Unless that witness is a cowardly liar, I'm sure she will come forward and tell everyone exactly what happened last night. I shall prove unto thee that I am no cowardly weaver of lies. In truth, among numerous cosplays I wish to accomplish was the duo of Captain Scorps and the One-Eyed Navigator. And to explain the lore of Captain Scorps, this tale begins verily in the year 757. After a very long read. Alas, the possibility of procuring a scorpion arm proved more dubious than one could have expected. Thus did I convince young Gregor to join forces with me to cosplay together and capture the glorious forms of her photographs. 'Twas about a pity he had no pipe, only a cigarette between his teeth. And young Ishmael's compass was meant to be Captain's trinket. For that purpose I had briefly borrowed it from her room. Oh, woe is me, for I regrettably spilled an entire can of tuna, another prop. The compass was swallowed by its greasy juices. Oh no! It was swallowed by the tuna! Young Gregor is so funny, definitely. Despite my best efforts to restore it, the tunny aroma lingereth still. I beg thy forgiveness, Manager Esquire. The compass has been resolved, yeah? We know who took his compass. Frustrating. TC. GWNNNMTL. Is this like a code? Sinclair translation, please? Yeah, trying to parse what's written from the text is actually way harder. I try to read the speaker's tone and the general context of her words, so unfortunately, the plot thickens. Guys, are we actually going to try and find the culprit? Nausea bubbled inside me like I'd been reminded of a persistent itch that I managed to forget. It's like someone shoved a tuning fork in my head. Guys? Alright, that's it. Clockhead, read up. I'm gonna confront the sod and tell him to, tell him to tell it like it is if something is bugging them, instead of whining in his sleep. Now, where is he? Hey, Heath, I mean, it looks like this anonymous person's thing's trying to get to the bottom of this. Dante, fare you well? It's I, sinner first in the order. This is not even anonymous! You just said who you were! Apologies are in order. Ever since the incident, I could hardly lull myself to a restful sleep. In truth, it was none other than myself who had pummeled your head with a clock. Why? To explain this, one must first explore. Sentence cuts off as the part of the paper has been torn off. Yisan! Worry not about what exists no longer. I will not embark on a multiloquent ascribing of excuses. It's odd that the word borrowed is somewhat underlined. Yeah. I write before you in shame, willing and express my willingness to accept any punishment you see fit to dole out. I seek nothing but your forgiveness. I can't believe the culprit was that sinner. Good thing he fessed up, but doesn't something feel off about the whole thing? What if he's just trying to take the heat? It does seem to me that the number one sinner doesn't want to share the story any further. Maybe it's best we don't dig into it unnecessarily. Hello, Dante? I was taking a walk here when I found a piece of paper somebody tore off, so I'm returning it here. Oh my god! Hope it finds its way to the original writer. Thus returns number one sinner's paper. This has to be the key to resolving the case. I hurriedly unfolded the paper. In truth of what had transpired, you ever find yourself wondering that if that crackling fire thing on top of the manager's head is hot like a real fire, or if it would not give off any heat? Curious, right? Don't worry about it, Yisang. It's not like we have any other way to tell other than touching it ourselves. Indeed, unproven phenomena cannot be confirmed without direct means of observation. They're asleep. Must have been pretty tired. Indeed, the ticking noise has shrunk in volume. It seems that we have just shared a thought. What if we just quickly check? While the manager's asleep. Perhaps the sound of the phlegm sinking past my gullet makes far too much noise for this task. Yeah, well, just finding out how loud my heartbeat can get. Yisang? The alarm next to the manager. It's about to go off! You have a minute at most! I shall interface with the timepiece. Look at you rats playing a played-out prank. And that's indeed the tale of what had transpired. Under the lens of hindsight's illumination, it would almost appear as though I'm making a secret accusation to a fellow of mine. It would be easier on my heart to simply assume that the entire weight of culpability myself. And that's where it ends. The culprit was right under our noses the entire time. Sorry, Dante. I should have been upfront about it, but Otis was so adamant about punishing the culprit I couldn't bring myself to, can't deny that. Tell you the truth this time. To tell you another truth, I think I might have an idea as to why I became a student alongside Miss Shichun. There might have been something that the company was expecting from me. Sinclair and Yisang were so curious they accidentally started an incident. Okay, but just not showing up, so they might be making me take these classes to compensate for it. Okay, everyone else is so boldly facing their own issues and slowly overcoming them, while I'm still here, feeling like I'm stagnating in place. They've been telling me that my time's yet to come, but I don't know, I just get the feeling that the ship might have sailed for me already. It was clear to me that Sinclair wasn't just talking about physical training or his combat prowess. It's about something more than half of the sinners had faced and were facing at this point. About his past and the path that lies ahead, and the guilt and the pressure of having failed to confront it. It was never going to be easy for him to let go. I don't think anyone's got the perfect idea of how the whole trajectory of their lives is going to be. That's why we're all on the bus, isn't it? You can shout at me and get my act together like Heathcliff does. Though I will if I have to. I'm sure his ship hasn't sailed yet. I'm sure he has. He can get it in his next part. I'm sure they have other parts. Whatever that was, you guys managed to talk it out, huh? All I heard was that ticking noise. Sorry about that. What Dante said was, hey, don't bother. I just needed a quick glance at the look at your face to feel that tick-tock with my heart. Thus, the curious case of the alarm clock came to an end. So what do you guys think Ryoshi was trying to say? Two culprits. Guy with the nightly nightmares and my translator. I see. Sinclair and I sat there for a moment, absorbing the awkward silence. Yes! Yes! I got one more time! Okay. I'm sorry, that was Turns out that when Mersol mentioned the incident earlier in the lecture was actually real, but he was also serious with his lesson as well. True. Also, Ryoshu abbreviations was confessing Sinclair and Yusang did. Yeah, that was crazy. Yes! Yes! I'm getting it! I'm getting my turn back! Hydrate, thank you for the Hydrate redeem! Let's go! Hariki Teiko! We about to hit that Ura finale. We just gotta make sure we finish with high morale, so it doesn't really matter. What do they do again? I mean, it's okay. And then we'll just regain our stats at the end, I guess. Yeah, what it needs is kindness. Let's go. Yippee! Okay. Yippee! Yay! Holy! I did it, guys. I got the 800 in every stat. Finally, the 30 days of lessons were completed and the day of the final exam was upon us. Everyone came out to bid good luck to Jashi-chun on her way to the final exam. Yeah! Without the bus this time. Okay. My lady, I have nothing but absolute faith that you will be able to complete this final exam just as excellently as you have all the others. It is most likely you will be facing off against a skilled foe from the Shu or the Shi family. Of course, you will doubtless wipe the floor with every one of them. I have taught you all that I know. I hereby give you permission to leave this boot camp. You've got this, Shi-chun. Guys, you really don't have to come out here to see me off. Still, I have undying faith that you will emerge victorious, my lady. However, Zigong and I have also prepared about 21 alternative solutions in case things go awry, so please don't worry yourself too much. Do you have faith in me or not? Upon our return to the classroom, we were greeted by an unexpected guest. Must be very nice to be Shi-chun, to have so many teachers from all walks of life helping her out. It had been a while since we had seen Shu Bao Chai. My god, my voice is like dying and I'm stuttering over everything because I've been speaking for 4 hours now. Which was during the regular assembly. What are you doing here, big sis Bao Chai? I couldn't stop myself from paying you all a visit out of pity. If only Shi-chun and Bao both smiled on like nothing happened. Our blossoming years would have been peaceful still. How's the run going? We managed to get everything at 800. And now we're at the end. Welcome back, Nedmir. Big sis, please stop talking to me like that. I didn't know you could even say such a thing. Wow, it's always been this way. If a fruit has finally ripened, we have to seize it and taste its juices before anyone else. We can't just let it go. We can't stand emptiness. My brother couldn't. My parents couldn't. But you who was born and raised in the very same soil we were, how do you walk so softly, so lightly? I don't. My footsteps are no longer light. Every step, every sight I hold in my eyes as the days go by fills me with abundance. I'm only trying to accept everything as it is, without asking for more or less. So you're right on time. Yeah! But how could one do nothing but watch when we're surrounded by such fragrance? What more do you seek, big sis? I want to be closer, that my hands may reach you. Have you already forgotten who had sent you that guest lecturer? Shi-chun's palanquin isn't headed to the exam site, is it? No, it's not. It's heading to Big Sis Yuan Chun's exam site. Blasted scoundrels! I must hasten after the palanquin before I lose track of them. Wei sprinted outside before Shu Bao Chai even finished. A trap, huh? Fellas, shouldn't we also get going? Calm yourselves for a moment. Zigong swiftly came between us, clearly having taken gauge of the situation. It has been too long since the palanquin has departed. It would be better to move based on concrete evidence, not urgency. Though a beast seems to have chosen the latter. I think I heard a faint sound of hooves coming from the direction Zigong was glancing in. So this is what you've chosen. Yes, the exams she's taken thus far were all meaningless lies. I could have shared this earlier, but I decided to follow my own heart, as you have all decided to follow yours. Bao smiled sweetly. Now, what fragrance do you smell from me? I smell nothing. Shu Bao left the room wordlessly upon hearing that reply. Damn. No! My Shichun exams! Damn. So it ends there and then it goes into the next turn. Holy, my voice is dying though. Wait, am I insane or like view growth? See, they didn't do too bad, honestly. Check the Chivas, yeah, definitely. What a con. Actually, I'm gonna point out the fact that we're at 4 hours. If I press claim all, what happens? Do I have everything? No, I'm missing some. What am I missing? Damn! I missed one class combo combination! That's okay, that's okay, it's fine. That's like easy one more run. Easy one more run, that's fine. What the fuck? Anyways, this is definitely something we'll continue tomorrow. Although, wait, so in that case, I didn't even need any of this. I could have condensed it the whole time. If you run it again, you lose your current... I'll probably run it again after the story. It's okay. I'll probably run it again after the story. We'll probably run this like... like 8 stages. I guess we're gonna finish it all tomorrow. It counts your last full clear. Oh, really? Not even need to do another run, you just need to do one more combo and you're done. Oh, okay, so I don't have to redo the whole thing, just one combo and then go leave midway and then it won't say. Okay, that's good, that's good. I guess I can do that then. Damn, this was very story heavy actually. I think the minigame successfully padded this intervallo out quite a lot. If you don't get through all 30 days, you can keep your last one. Okay, that's great. Cause like, what's insane to me is that like we're at 4 hours and we only finished node 4. Like 4 hours is usually how long it takes me to do the entire intervallo. So like they have padded out the content quite a lot with that minigame. The rest is fast. I guess we'll just do it all tomorrow. It's already like 1:30 a.m. There's still work tomorrow, unfortunately. But so I guess we just have to end off there. Also, my voice is also dying. If I had to read like another bunch of sets of lore, I think by tomorrow we won't be able to read anything. Minigames, most of the interval. Oh, okay, understandable. Love the mandatory class. True. Almost made me crash out on a couple of those mandatory classes. But yes, that was fun though. It's a nice switch up to have a mini game in the middle. It was 95% of the interval. Holy shit. Yeah, I hope they do more unique mini game intervalos. It gives more like, it makes, well, with all those achievements, it makes the grind a little bit easier, at least for the unit that they give out. And then other than that, it also makes it like, it makes it have more content also. Because, well, as you can see, we have taken 4 hours. But yeah, I'm excited to see the rest of this, how this pans out. I believe in Shichun. We raised her well enough for a first try. But I believe in her and I believe in Sinclair. We can do this. Trust. I wonder if that means they'll just have buffs for the rest of the Kanto, but I don't know. We'll see. So, thank you very much for joining today's stream. Sorry if it went on so super long. But looking forward to finishing this off tomorrow. And just stick around if you want to raid somebody, but I'll have to probably raid and run. It's so late. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for sticking around. It's quite long. So thank you. Have a nice day or night to everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow to finish this intervallo. Thank you. Bye-bye and take care of yourselves. Happy Friday tomorrow. Bye-bye.